Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, Kappa 5, 6. Are we live? Are we here? What's going on, chat? Welcome to another stream on the Pokerstaples channel. Thanks so much for joining in this beautiful day. Hope that we can have a very successful one because we're putting in the first Sunday grind in quite some time. I am very excited to get after it today, get some victories, win all the money. That's the plan. I've got all my lobbies up and ready to go. So really, just need to start clicking register, and let's do it. So first, we're going to get into the Super 320 Early Mystery Bounty. See, my brother Matt is in 4th place right now, which we're coming for him. We are coming for him. Okay, that's framed up well. Let's get the buy-ins right. 320, 55, 215. Okay. And we're going to check with King 6 right away. I think we started this heads up or three-handed, so that is relevant to this hand. No need to bluff here because we have King High and a flush draw, but King High is going to win a showdown sometimes, so we have a lot of better bluff candidates there. And they bet on the river, and I will give it to him. Let's go gold for Mystery Bounty. Same thing here in the 55. Okay, nice. That's good. We can make this a little bigger, actually. There we go. Nice. Okay, so this is the 55. We got the 320 here, off to a good start. I guess we limp all the kings here. Damn, Matt is in the lead of the Super 215 as well. That's sick. Sick, Matty Bands. What a good start for him. Gonna check again. We have King High. We have a bad King High, right? So we could turn this hand to a bluff in some scenarios, but better to do it with the Queen 8, Queen 9, Queen 10, Queen 5, Jack, all of that stuff as well. 9 on the turn. I think we're just going to check showdown here. Probably not going to bluff with this hand. All right, so here's our 215 KO. Super 215. The aforementioned brother Matt is in the lead of this one. All right, and Facebook is live. Get the chat. Oh, sweet. All right, we got everything up and running. Excuse me. All right, nice. So we've got a good starting 3 here. There's a 25-pound satellite, which we're going to run on table 1 as well. So let's get that up here. And then the other 2 that I have ready to go are freeze-outs. So they are the 55 Masters and the Big Sunday, the 215. But there's an hour left in reg on one and 45 minutes on the other. So we're just going to late reg those. And let's get it. A solid starting 4. Man, it feels good to play some cards today, man, because it's been a long time since I've put in a Sunday session. Before the Madrid trip, I had a few sessions where I was just playing without streaming. But it's been quite a while, you know, so it's nice to get to it, bro. Nice to get at it. Full 710. King 6 is the big blind something, maybe. All right, and let me just take one quick look at the lobby here. I have it filtered to $23 and up. We're going to get in this, and we're going to get in this. Also going to play the 33 and then some of these Party Poker Tour paths. 109 Sunday Party, of course. when the time comes, but that's what's up. Tempting, close, but I think not quite with 7-5 suited. Queen 9 in the small blinds to fold. 10-5 in the big blinds. Pretty bad hand. We're quite deep, and we get a pure min raise from Mudkips. We fold. Keeping it tight to start the day, yo. Hey, bro, good luck. Good to see you. What's up, Dave Pellman? 4453. Thanks, man. Thank you. It's good to be here. We need to edit this, by the way, because the 1 minute delay is a 3 minute delay. Facebook said 1 minute delay. Fold the 3-5 offsuit. I don't think we've played a hand yet. Just this this King X in the 320. That's all right. So I had a really good day yesterday, chat. I'm pretty sore today, actually, because I did like 14,000 steps, and it was a long day. But we put in that little stream on Friday, which was fun. It's actually been a busy weekend, dude. I'm a little tired. On Friday, we put in our Spins Challenge stream, made some money, ended with success, which was great fun. After that, I went to a really interesting play. Really, really interesting, because it was a reproduction of the Berkey-Baldwin debate, which is like really famous. I hadn't seen the debate on YouTube before, but you can watch it. It's like a civil rights debate about the American dream taking place in 1965, I think. We're going to open up Queen 10 here. And so there was like a 1 hour production of it. So I went to that with Rebecca, who just dropped a 102-month resub, by the way. Thank you so much. 103 months resub and a 102-month mod anniversary. Well, wow. Where would we be without B-card, chat? I don't know. Somewhere sad. I'll tell you that. We call with King 10 here in the big blind against MK. Flop a gutter. Backdoor flush draw. Pretty good flop for King 10. Do we want to check raise here or call? Probably more on the call side, I'd say. Could choose to check raise some of our weaker draws, like Jack 8, 10-8, right? Where we don't have this overcard, some little bit of showdown value, this backdoor flush draw. Those are the hands we might want to play a little fast. When they bet large on the turn, though, we're going to have to give it up. Real money? Yes. We're playing real money tournaments. So you can see below my face the buy-ins of the tournaments we're playing. We have a 320, a 55, a 215, and the one with question marks is 25 pounds. So real money tournaments, yeah. And welcome to the stream, Antisa on Facebook. So anyways, this play was really good. It was really enjoyable. There's a festival going on called FTA in Montreal that has some interesting productions, mostly plays. Some really like experimental and radical stuff as well, which is pretty cool. So I think we're going to go to one next Saturday, which is very aggressively explicit, vulgar, sexual, which is going to be interesting. I don't know. I'm curious about it. So I'm going to go to that on Saturday, and I'd kind of like to go to one or two more, but I need to rest. So that was Friday afternoon, and then I got to play Catan with some friends, as we're going to call this pretty large bet for what it's worth, but like we definitely shouldn't be folding sixes here. And I think this is a spot for us to lead, in that even when they have overpairs here, they just play pure call, right? Like aces, kings, queens just call here in position. We're going to continue past the street, so we just get to set the price. Ace on the end, and we check. Hope for check and win against something, but like probably we're going to lose on this ace. They probably have a pair, eights through kings, or they peeled with an ace and they made two pair. Not a good spot for us to bluff. Like, it's really hard to get an ace to fold here, right? So just give it up. There shouldn't really be enough bluffs here to call. Holy smokes. So we call for a min raise 4 ways, and we flop 2 pair. Let's put in a bet. And while we're waiting for that to play out, we're going to go all in with ace king. So yeah, played Settlers of Catan with some friends, a long 5-person game until like 3:30 in the morning. So we're going to chop this up. And then yesterday was a wild day, a 5 on the turn. Because I left my house at like 11. No, at like 12:10 or so, noon. And I got home at 11 p.m. It was a long day. No, 10 p.m. I've lied. 10 p.m. But first, Rebecca and I went to a movie of the Met Opera production of it's like a retelling of Frida Kahlo, the famous artist in Mexico, and her husband Diego. So it was like a retelling of a bit of their story, and then a fictional story where she comes back from the dead and for one day, and it was good, not great, but like I enjoy opera, and the production was really good, and so we had a good time with a big old bucket of popcorn. That's nice. After that, we did some shopping. Bought Rebecca a new phone. Switched out a Habs jersey for myself. Had some Subway, which I'm kind of digging the Subway at the moment, to be honest. And then my sister, who lives in Montreal, was putting on was in this like experimental sort of performance space in the east of Montreal. So we took the metro over there. It's 35 minutes or so. I'm going to fold in this river. And it's in this building on the 11th floor, and it's like a bit of a maze to find it. And when you go in, it's like the show was supposed to be at 7, but they're like, oh, we're figuring it out. Like, we'll start at 7:30. Like, very sort of like hippie, free-flowing, artistic space. Really interesting. But basically, there was 6 people that put on 10-minute dance performances, and my sister is one of them, with her friend Anais. And it was really great. She did a great job. It's kind of a cool space with like some cool, interesting people. We 3-bet ace-5 suited, get 4-bet. They're all in. We fold, obviously. So that was fun. And then we got home at like, 10. Had dinner, went to bed. So it's been a really busy weekend. It's nice to be here with all of you and like focus in on, one of the things I'm good at and I really enjoy doing, playing cards, and just having a smooth, chilling day in the house, Got some classical music in my ear, hoping to make some runs. Fungal Wizard in the building. What's up, bro? Fungal Wizard on Twitch. Good to see you. What up, Jamie? Hope you're well. Sad days for the Habs are out, but it was a great run. Bright future for the group. Have a good Sunday, and please, we need some art. Good luck, good luck. Thanks, man. I totally agree. I actually bought some art that's on its way. I haven't shared it with you guys. I can probably try and find it. It might take me a second. This is not really what we want with jacks, no spade. Yeah, the Habs, the hockey team here in Montreal. For anyone unfamiliar, Montreal Canadiens. We just went out in the semifinals, the conference finals. But yeah, a sense of pride and appreciation for the group and the effort they put forward, optimism for the future. I saw a TikTok this morning about like, brutal end, but then you realize you live in like the best hockey city in the world, and you have a great group of players and people around the team, and it's just it's a blast to be a part of. So feel love for those guys and excited to have hockey come back in October and enjoy the journey once again, Okay, let me figure out if I can find this art. It's a little bit different art than I've ever bought before. Because it's not commercial, but it's not decorative, but it's a little bit more like aesthetic than a lot of the art I would typically buy. What I like about it is it has some musicians. Music has been a pretty big part of my life for the last couple of years. So it has some musicians playing instruments, which I enjoy seeing and thinking about and looking at. We're going to limp in with kings. And then the proportions are all out of whack, which gives a sense of like, you know, abstraction or manipulation. You know, things aren't as they should be, which is kind of fun when people play with that idea in art and then also in music. So I just have to find the email. Nice. Kelly Anna from London. I think I can find it. Nice. On our website. Take it down with kings. Obviously, we would have liked a better board to get some more value there, but it's fine. Oh, that's not... Not what I was looking for. We're going to open up ace king here. And fold king 5, even 4 ways, like, it's just too junky, you know? And we get it in with ace king against king 5 suited. That's a good hand to see. That's not a good flop or a good turn. What the hell? All right. We lose a big pot there. We're going to open 7-8 suited. And I found the shop. Okay, nice. Portfolio. And we get 3-bet from Kirkev Carr here. 7-8 suited. I think sometimes we call, sometimes we fold. It has good, like, flop ability, basically, right? Like, when we hit our hand, it's really disguised because we're mostly going to have better hands than this. But stacks are a little short here. I don't like peeling for that reason, so. All right, so I'm just going to look at the prints. What I did buy was originals of this art. I'll maybe go on this table. I really like this one, but this one wasn't available when I was here. So you can buy the prints for $150, but I bought the originals, I think, for like $1,200 or something. She doesn't have it available. Where are the ones that I bought? Let's see. Rolling with aces, of course. Min raise to 2K and a call. We have 29 blinds. This is just going to be a shove. There's not going to be any 3-bet less than all ins here, so it's a ship, and hopefully someone has something, but they don't. Let me see. Jack 8 off in the big blind for a min raise. Being so short, we get to peel here. I'll catch up with everyone's comments and stuff as well. Just give me a second because I'm trying to show you the art I bought and struggling to find it. Shop. So I bought one of the guitar and then maybe the trumpet. I did buy the trumpet, yeah. And then one of the guitar as well. So I bought this one in the original. This jazz trumpet. Which is quite cool, I think. Yeah, the original was $1,200. But I really like it. It's on its way. We had to fold Jack 4. Even the short. And then there's one of the guitar that I'm trying to find, but I can't see it. Oh, here. Jazz guitar. And this one. Yeah. So, really happy with both of those. I think they're super cool. I would have loved to buy the bass one as well, actually, because I think it's maybe the best one that is there, but it sold quickly, so. C'est la vie. And yeah, that's what's up for art, man. I'd love to buy some more, though, you know? Ace-Jack on the button. We have red for an opening on this stack as well. You could 3-bet or call. I'm going to go for 3-bet bluff here. It just kind of feels like they're going to jam it in our face, but we're going to trust math and just 3-bet. Do you think it's worse to be too passive or too aggressive in general? It's a difficult question, I think, because, you know, there's no benchmark for what those words mean, right? Of like how much too aggressive and how much too passive. I guess in a mathematical, theoretical sense, if you're being too passive, you're only going to lose your blinds, right? If you're being too aggressive, you're going to lose stack after stack after stack. But that's like not really what you're asking or what we're talking about. As we 3-bet get a call and then a lead on 3-3-8. I mean, what is this? Yeah, this doesn't really make sense. Call and lead, so I'm just going to like raise and take it down. Ace-6 all in against 7-8 to get back to 56,000. That's a 7 though. Hiya, dude. If we can still re-enter there, we will. And we can for 2 more minutes, so do it again. I think aggression is good, right? But like especially when you're playing live poker, I would say a lot of people are a little bit too aggressive because of how slow the game is. So they feel uncomfortable having to wait as long as they have to wait to play hands properly. And they end up like making some bizarre moves where when your opponent has a good hand, you know, you're just going to struggle against that basically. So I would say in a live poker context, being too aggressive is probably bad. Online, usually it's a little bit too passive. Both are not ideal, we could say. What's up, official XBet? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. Hello from Russia. What's up, Mission B? Welcome on YouTube. Okay, aces here is good, and then king jack off. The fold. I tried to re-enter here, but it has not worked. Because that is on there. Okay. Should be popping up, but the aces. I think we want to balance here with a call. So I'm going to be a sneaky slow play with aces. I would never do this with kings. But with aces, I think it makes sense. That coffee is hella cold. And they pot it. And we call. Sets up a pot size where we can get it all in on the river, probably. I guess it'd be a slight overbet. So if it goes check-check, we can't really get it all in, but... but we're doing fine. What I don't want to see here is like jacks. Aces, queens, nice. Up to 74,000, feels good, man. I don't want to see like jacks on that turn and then they decide to like check back and then we bet half pot on the river and they call or something. But they correctly stay aggressive and realize like we really shouldn't have very many kings that call the flop. You know, it's just so it's kind of a nothing card. They end up losing the pot, but I don't mind their strategy. Let's call with king 7 suited on the button. Real tiny bet here with our second nut flush draw. And that's all it takes. That's all she takes, fam. 25 minutes left to register the 55 Masters. 43 minutes left to register the Big Sunday. All right, we're fine. We're chilling, bro. You know what was nice about yesterday, though? Like, when I was traveling a bunch, walking a bunch, right? But since I've been home, it's just been sort of like trying to get caught up on work and business and get things out of the way so that I can play some poker. And, you know, don't get me wrong, there's been a few things, but not really long walks. It was nice to just have like a long walk yesterday. And the weather was beautiful for it. It was like 15 to 19 degrees and sunny outside, so not super hot. And it felt great, man. It felt really, really nice. I wonder what the weather is this week. It's 17 right now. Holy, it gets hot. 21, 24, 27, 27. We're going to have a beautiful week of sunny temperatures. Gonna keep developing this tan, chat. Huh? Come on now. Doesn't show quite as much with the blonde hair or the beige shirt. Let's go with beige. Anyways, good chip up in the 320, which is our biggest buy-in of the day, so that's good. Just above starting stack here, just below starting stack here. And then our second entry in the 25-pounder. So off to a decent start, but we're getting some reps in here. Playing some tournament poker, fam. Full to the raise 3 bets. King 5, call against a shove for 8 blinds here. If they go all in, you know. But they don't, which is great. I wonder how many make the next 6. 6 make the weekly final. We're going to open up 8s in the 320. We're not at the bounty stage yet, so that doesn't really matter. But it would change our strategy, right? Like if there was the mystery bounty, we'd be all in against this player, quite simply. Definitely against this player. Without it, I don't really like the idea of being all in pre-flop against double black for 35 blinds. Mostly because of our position, right? We're in middle position here. So the default strategy will be to call. Even though this is big, just call and then play flops. So let's do that. Really bad flop for 8s. Makes this a pretty clear check fold. Maybe they just have ace queen offsuit and decide to try and get to showdown. But no. Okay. New table. No mat on our table. I was wondering if we'd get moved to his, but no. Oh, and we're going on a 5-minute break. Okay, I'm going to play this highlight of Matty Ice and I running deep in the 109 Sunday party. Hopefully we'll do that again today. We'll be back in a few minutes. Pokerstaples on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Stay with me. So the payouts you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see it says about $5,000 for first, but it is a knockout tournament. So it's usually about double that amount for first place. So far, we've cashed for $299, plus we've earned $364 in bounties. There goes a 106 bounty right there. Is that a pay jump? It is. $358 locked up, plus our bounties. And right away, we've got a nice hand with pocket 9s. It's a pretty difficult hand if double black decides to play aggressively, like with a 3-bet here. Against these other players, assuming the 3-bet is a reasonable size, we'd probably call the 3-bet and go to a flop. Pulls around the big blind, who is second place. Can definitely put some pressure on this. Gonna call 10-7-5 on the flop. I like checking back here. We want to check back a little bit more given some of the ICM pressure of this tournament and the fact that this stack can put more pressure on us. They're going to check raise more often in this chip stack situation than normal. And that's not a good thing with nines when we're like 7th place right now. But a bunch of us are tied for basically like, you know, a middling final table stack. Check back, we get an 8 of spades on the turn. Really good turn for us. This is the sort of board they're going to bluff a lot. And, of course, we have big draws and, of course, some showdown value, too, with 9. So we're going to call this bet. No need to raise or anything like that. River is a 5. Are they going to bet a 5 on the turn? It's possible, but not super likely. I think they'd more likely check. And so the question is, on the river, are we going to find a call or not? We probably are, especially checking back the flop. And on this run out, no overcards to our hand, but they check. We can maybe get value, but it's really hard to get paid off by worse hands here. So I'm going to check. 9-8. Probably that's one of them. Oh mon dieu. The ace-king suited, just a hand that really you can go for it with. You can just go for it with this hand. It's not like a pocket jacks or something like that. Now, being suited, we're probably going to 3-bet less than all in. If we were ace-king offsuit, I'd be tempted to shove. No, I just like 3-bet here against Maddie. We would prefer it wasn't against my brother, but I'm in this tournament to win this tournament. So we're going to make it 720. That's a 3x out of position. You'd make it about 4x typically, but I think 3x is fine given our short stack depths here. And the deep stage of the tournament, the chips mean a little bit more. It accomplishes putting the pressure on with our bluffs and with our value hand. Same thing. So we'll make it 720. And if Matt wants to gamble, we shall. Queen 4 deuce, Matt calls. I think we want to go for a small c-bet here. It's definitely not the best board for ace-king, but we do have a pretty strong range, 3-betting out of the big blind. And we take it down. It's good. Ace-3 suited, nice hand. A hand we can be aggressive with as well. It depends on from whom. So I think 3-bet here is the right way to go. We have a good hand to 3-bet with. We can also choose a size where we're not priced in against any of these opponents. So let's do that. And we get a call. Queen 4-4 with 2 diamonds on the flop. Quite a good flop for our hand. I think we want to c-bet here. And if we get check raise, probably play it fast, right? We can rep all those overpairs, and they're not going to have very many 4s in the range, except for maybe like an ace-4 suited. But their life kind of sucks if they decide to check raise with king-queen, or even ace-queen and I shove. My hand looks like aces and kings. So I think we play it faster with the c-bet. We get a call. Jack on the turn. This does not help us. Do we want to bluff our hand and put pressure on 10s, 9s, 8s, 7s, 6s, 5s? Or do we want to check and just take our free card? I think the likelihood of a check raise is quite low. So I'm going to keep betting here and essentially bluff my hand. Do we continue on the river? It depends, I'd say. In that our opponent could have a hand like Queen Jack suited. If they get sticky with a hand like King Queen, I don't know if it's going to work on the river. I would hope it would, but you just don't know. 3 on the end, check, check. Hope they got sticky with Ace King, but we are likely going to lose to an Ace Queen or a King Queen here, I think. I guess Queen 10 suited is possible. I guess Ace Jack of spades is possible. But I don't like the bluff, especially on a 3. So just check, check, and hope we see a few hands that probably should have folded the turn. Hola, chat. We're back. Good stuff. And we're folding in the satellite. Let me get the music going in my ears again. So, Super 215, 55 early mystery, 320 early mystery, and the 25 tour path. We're going to get 55 masters and 215 big Sunday. There's still some late reg time, though, so I'll just wait a sec. May 31st, man. I love May. May is such a lovely month. We're going to shove with King 8 suited here. This player is not really a factor because they're so short, right? So we're kind of shoving through 5 players with, 7 blinds? 6 point something. We need a king or an 8. Date with a king or an 8. No. We, however, right away can get the 109 Sunday party. Because it is a knockout tournament, so I don't mind getting that right off the bat. In fact, that is the optimal strategy. So, green felt, 3-6 for little player, petit jouet. Okay, nice. We're good to go, chat. We are good to go. Thank you all so much for being here. Altcoin Antwalt has been following for 11 years and 1 month. That is insane. Official XBet has been following for 10 years, 11 months. That's thank you guys very much for being around for a decade plus, man. That's a long time. Okay. We're chilling, man. Got some Coke Zero caffeine free, dude, because I hit. Here's my morning drinks, okay? And it's pretty grooved in. It's not every time, but like it's pretty grooved in. I wake up. A little bit of water. Small glass of water. Coffee, 1. Like drip North American coffee, you know? Okay. Through a Keurig machine. It's not great coffee, but it just kind of is what it needs to be. McCafe. About 40 minutes later, coffee number 2. So that's, you know, that's caffeine to the max. Takes you to the edge of the caffeine streets, right? That's it. And so basically, I could go to water right now, but there's already a lot of liquid going on. There's probably a little bit too much liquid to start the day. And so the caffeine free is necessary. If we had more caffeine, we'd have big problems, basically. Holy smokes. Prom Warm has been following for 11 years, 6 months. We've got a new leader in the clubhouse. Damn. $11 years, 6 months, eh? That's a long time. That's a lot of years. Open the 4s, get 3-bet here. We'll call, especially in position. Decent spot. 10-9-5. We may have the best hand, but it's really tough to get to showdown here. We're in position, which helps, right? And we're ahead of ace king, ace queen, ace jack, you know, king queen offsuit, king jack suited, queen jack, those sort of hands. Some of those are going to call. But the problem is, like, what good turns and rivers come off, right? If a jack, queen, king, or ace comes off, we're going to almost always lose the pot. If an 8 comes off and they bet again, we're going to lose the pot. We have 2 outs to improve on the turn, 4% to improve on the turn. There's just not enough good stuff going on, right? This will fold. If we had 8s, well, yeah, 3 to a straight, 3 to a flush, okay. If 4s, no. No dice. Fold the 6 deuce. Fold the 6 deuce. It's been a while. Good luck at the tables. Thank you, Prom Warm. Appreciate it, man. Is today the day for a victory? Could be. A7 offsuit against Johnny Binks. Gonna flick in the 3-bet here. Puts us in a dumb spot against Roddy, but we do have an ace in the small blind. Give it a go. Rustang following for 10 years, 6 months. Damn, dude. Several veterans in the house today. Look at that. 11 years, 11 years, 10 years, 10 years. That's a long time, man. Thanks, guys. So we get a think and a call. Queen 10-3 on the flop. It's really not a great flop for our hand. You got to think about the hands we 3-bet here. I mean, we have a few misses that are similar, but I think we should check here. We want to see bet a lot in a 3-bet pot, but like ace 9, ace 8, ace 7, ace 6 are the worst. Maybe like 8-7 suited of hearts would be kind of bad as well. Yeah, not great. We have a pair, and probably the best hand. We lose to 9s and 8s here, which would have checked twice, maybe like Jack 10. But we kind of beat the rest. Let's put in a bet. 10-9. Didn't expect 10-9 off. Would have thought that folded to a 3-bet. But lose the same amount as if we check, right? If we check, they bet, we call. So 11 years, 5 months. Damn. PvP Kaif. What's up, y'all? Bunch of oldies just lurking or what? It is what it is. I'm like that with a bunch of people I've watched for a long time too, where it's like, it's not like I'm dropping YouTube comments or anything, you know? Just watch though, I appreciate it. But it does seem like a bunch of old heads. Pick it a call, 7 on the turn. I think we keep betting here. Our life really sucks against the check raise, to be honest, but I think we get one more bet and then decide on the river, right? Like if the river is a 6 or something, we can bet. If it's an 8, we should check. Beat queens, cool. Excuse me. For the 10-8. Off to a good start here in the 109. All right, I'm going to get the 55 Masters now. Put that on table 2. Which is a 55 freeze out. We're starting short, but that's fine. Alut has been following for 9 years, 1 month, 8 days. What's up, Alut? Typically would be one of the longest, but not today, my friend. Raise call with 8s here. We have 22 blinds and an interesting choice. Whether to call or go all in. We're beat by 9s and 10s and jacks here. Although jacks is probably going to 3-bet. Here we are beat by aces through 9s, but they also have, you know, down to 5s. They have all the unpaired hands. I think with 13,000 in the middle, the best play is probably shove here. But you could go either way, you know? Like 10s is a clear shove. 6s is a clear call. Somewhere in the middle, the 7s, 8s, 9s is going to be variable. I don't entirely know this is right, but We've done it, and it's looking good. We've done it. Nice. Double up there. Let's go to the ace-10 in the 320. Johnny Binks calls. In the small blind. Queen 4-4. Small bet. They really don't have any fours here. Like ace-4 suited, 4-5 suited occasionally, but not every time. Most of the time they just miss on this flop. They could have middling pairs. We're going to have some ability to put pressure on a jack, on a king, on an ace where we make top pair. 10, we probably check back, right? Now 3 on the turn, and we have to decide whether we want to barrel here or show down with our ace-10. We do block nut hearts. Doesn't have too much relevance here. Queen of the river. Queens and 4s with an ace kicker. We chop sometimes against another ace, but they're going to have a decent amount of value bets in the middle. They're going to bluff with like king jack, king 10, jack 10 backdoor flush draw. We are going to call for half the pot sometimes as well, and they pot it, which makes it a clear fold. They just have too many hands that can value bet there for it to make sense. We never have a queen either, so that checks back the turn, you know? Like all of our top pairs keep betting. I guess in theory, maybe we would have a few, but in practice we don't, so. Excuse me. Raise 3-bet from Blose. We fold ace-5. Let's go to the 6-9 suited. Call, closing the action. We flop a middle pair of 6. If it goes bet call, we fold. Second pair. If we just see 1 bet, we continue to the turn, which we do. And we have 10% on the turn to make a better hand with a 6 or a 9. 5 outs. Plus sometimes we have the best hand right now. Sometimes we find some bluff opportunities. The ace is a really bad card. They're much more likely to have an ace than we are. Goes check, check. Now, do we want to bluff the river? We can bluff king jack and king 10, but is it going to work? I'm going to say because of the tournament we're in, I don't like the idea. It's a large field 109 with a bunch of satellite winners. It's not a spot or not a tournament early in this tournament where you want to bluff too much, right? Like just a field read, make the best hand and value bet. Don't over bluff in these spots. So we're going to do that. We take one down with ace king there. Gonna give it up, and our opponent bet, right? Yeah. Okay. Big Sunday, we have 26 minutes left to register. Alut, been following for 9 years, 1 month. What's up, Alut? It says first time chat. I don't know if that's true. Is that your first chat in 9 years? I don't trust Twitch's first time chat thing. I don't think that's true. I really don't. But welcome, and what's up? First Sunday stream in a while. We've got a very chill stream today, fam. We've got like 70 people watching maybe across the platforms. So there's lots of time to chat if you have any questions or you want to bring up a topic or whatever. You don't have to either. You can just chill out too. I mean, it's your call. I've gotten a lot more comfortable with being able to broadcast without talking to people. In the early days, that was really hard for me. Just because I don't know. I think there was like a bit of insecurity, you know. It was like so yeah. Look at these two, Jedmond 98 and Jed Mosley. So similar. And Jupaju. 3 J's. 4 J's at the table. What are the odds? Pretty unlikely, man. Especially J is not a popular letter. King 9 in middle position. A little bit too weak to raise here. King 9 suited for sure. King 10 offsuit. Yes. King 9 is 1 pip too far in my eyes. So we'll give it up there. I wonder if there's a Party Poker Tour satellite. There is, yeah. There's one we can play, so I'm going to get that going on table 6, just because likely we're going to bust something in the next 23 minutes, so we won't have a table issue. So let me put that in orange for satellite. To take us up to 6 tables, man. I mean, we're peak Sunday here. Come on now. 6 tables. 6-handed here. Interesting. Okay, beautiful queens. This is in the 55 early mystery. The mystery starts in a minute, so it's not eligible this hand. Not that we would get one very easily this hand. Look at 18,000. Think is good. Folds through the shorter stack, and we're crushing this opponent's range. Because they just flatted against this stack, which they're going to 3-bet a lot when they have the big hands. So queens are crushing. We still don't want to see like an ace high or a king high flop, but very good spot to be in right now. And let's see a back raise from 10s or something, you know? That would be great, but we take it down. All right, how about the ace jack suited here? Trust issues. What do you mean trust issues? What was I talking about 4 minutes ago? Trust issues. Evening from Birmingham, UK. How are you, pal? James, what's up, man? Things are good, dude. Very good. Happy, healthy, and in action. So yeah, doing well. Yourself? Spursy, we're lucky. Nah, dude, never in doubt. Never in doubt, James. Easy, man. Easy pog. Next year's the year. I guess we'll fold on the turn. It's a small bet, though. 11 years, 3 months for Porridge Monster. What's up, Porridge Monster? PR Catalyst, 11 years, 4 months. Dude, there's no one that's followed in the last 5 years here. It's crazy. Raise 3-bet. What do we do with king queen suited? This is a strong stack to 3-bet off. I'm gonna fold. I mean, that's a really tight fold, but I just suspect this is quite strong, and there's not going to be enough 3-bets light to make this good. Alexis Park LV goes all in. 10s ace 10. Okay. Well, against 10s, we could have definitely 4-bet, but we didn't know they had 10s, did we, chat? A little too wide under the gun, especially in a bounty. I need to make sure I don't miss my phase final. 19 minutes left to register there. Okay. We can talk about Arsenal as well, if we want to. As a Tottenham fan, I would relish the opportunity as the mystery bounties begin. 1875 top bounty, and we cover 4 opponents really easily. So let's see. Arsenal losing in the Champions League final. Eze missing the penalty. It is just so poetic for me personally. And for Tottenham, because Eze, decided to go with Arsenal instead of Tottenham when we did a lot of work on bringing him over, and then at the last second he swerved to Arsenal. So it's nice that he suffered some personal strife. I enjoy that. 2 missed penalties. I mean, I do feel for my friends that are Arsenal fans, right? Like, I don't want them personally to go through pain, but it is great banter. It is great banter that, Arsenal won the league, but it still is like, is it even a successful season? Like, yeah, it's a successful season, but, bro, I don't know, 4 cup finals and to go 1 for 4. Oof, I don't know, man. I don't know. I do remember losing the Champions League final as a excuse me, Spurs fan, so, it's painful. What was your guys' takes on that, huh? Any football fans out there? Someone's in trouble. We have a lot of really good hands here. So queens, we 3-bet. Procton is calls. I think just bet. Plan to get in on the turn. And then up here in the satellite, we're all in against a 4x. So I'll try and keep you posted on both of those. All right, the queen c-bet takes it down back to the ace-king against aces. Oh mon dieu. C'est un grand problème. Et voilà. J'ai fini. We'll try again. We still have 6 minutes to register there. Sevens. Raise 3-bet makes this a fold. Pretty deep. 120 blinds deep, right? But not good enough. Fours. Johnny Binks opens onto the gun. We cover 1 opponent. It is squeezable. I guess we'll peel 1 off here. You could argue just a fold as well, but we'll give it a peel. Four checks through. We're going to check on the turn without a heart as well. I mean, a showdown would be glorious. The queen 8, they call in the big blind. They min bet, we raise with the queen, and they shove, we call. And they have a set, which is just not the dream. So we're 0 for 2 on that very quickly. It's 7-3. So I'd say a wide call in the big blind, but I guess with bounties is fine. All right, 2:15 and 15 minutes. We've tried our shot in that satellite and failed. Pocket 10s. Call. Squeezing on 50 blinds deep, 47 blinds deep. We're going to get it in pretty poorly. So we'll just call. They shove, and we will call if everyone else folds. If someone else calls, then we'll fold. Particularly unbearable. Petit jouet. C'est proche. It's pretty close, actually. Because I don't think they're going to flat jacks here. So maybe if they call, we would call as well. But let's see how it plays out here. All right. Folds them. Let's call. Good luck us. 10s against 6s. That's a beautiful hand to see. I think it's too aggressive from them, by the way. I wouldn't shove sixes here. And Petit Jouet had probably ace-jack suited. All right, we have eights, but with a $50 bounty in play. We definitely want to ISO here. Proctinus folds, which makes an interesting scenario in this hand, right? Because their opening range is very wide. Our 3-betting range is very wide, which means there's an opportunity for all of these players, right? I like controlling the size of the pot here, especially with 2-weak ranges. There's a lot of bad turns and rivers, but betting puts us in a lot of problems as well. Good run out. If they check the river, we value bet. And if they bet, we call. Nice. So we need to play all of our hands here with this 550 chip stack. And a $50 bounty, so let's see how it plays out. Definitely a lot of the time we're not going to get to see a flop because someone picks up something good and, you know, wants to isolate the action, which makes sense. It's a pretty great spot for us to like slow play a monster, honestly, but folds all the way around to the big blind who shoves. Nice shove. We fold 8-7. We're all in ace-king against king-9. Pick up some chips in the 55 Masters. This is good. This is going well. All good. Chelsea got a new manager. True. Yeah. Wild year for Chelsea as well. No European footy, so it's ours to win the Prem next season. But De Zerbi, a good manager for you, I think. I think he'll be good too. I'm optimistic, but I think we're winning the Prem next year, so, you know, it is what it is. Shove and a call here. Yo, look who's back. Groom Champion, what's up, man? Hope you deserve time away. It's been good, Jamie. Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's been good. I mean, I did go to Madrid for the Party Poker Tour. 2s, 4s, ace, king, 4 deuce. Oh my god, everyone chops. That's incredible. Everyone chops. We raise. If they shove, the doors open. No! Oh my god, it would have been so sick. We can call unbearable, though, if they go all in. Yeah, so I did play the Party Poker Tour in Madrid, so it wasn't a complete, like, vacay vibe. But yeah, it was a nice time anyways. And nice to be home for a little while. I play this Sunday and next Sunday. And then probably on Friday, too. Petit Jouet goes for a 3-bet here. I think we just call. Don't really want to get it in for 69 blinds. They have shown a propensity to get it in light, but against a short stack, you know? Like, we're not that short, so. Call the 3-bet, and we see a whatever flop. I think 3 to a straight flush. We peel one more here and hope that we're looking at an ace-king or a bluff, you know? But they overbet shove the turn, and we fold. Let's go to the kings. What a run by the Habs, too. I'm a Leafs fan, but hey, I got to respect the work they put in the playoffs. Yeah, man, it was pretty special, wasn't it? It was a special experience. Game 7. You know, the boys just did a great job, so it was an honor to watch them. Good feelings in the city and excited for the future for the boys, you know? Just playoff hockey was so fun. I watched a lot of those games at 2 in the morning in Madrid. Yeah, pretty cool, man. Pretty cool run. Can't wait for next year. I don't feel bitter at all either. It's like we did our best, put our best foot forward, and, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, I feel good about it. How do you think the Leafs are going to do next year? Pull this ace-5. The 2:15, we have 9 minutes. Let's not forget. Norwegian hockey team first ever medal in the World Championship today, so we're for that Canada. Yeah, congrats to Norway, dude. That's got to be awesome. Shout out Norway. Great stuff. I guess I'm not super connected. Not to diminish your medal, but I'm not super connected with this competition at the same time as the Stanley Cup playoffs, you know? I just don't connect to it very much. But I understand that's not true of people that are in the hockey nations of Central and Northern Europe. So happy for you guys. Worked hard for it. Hockey's growing in other nations. Gotta respect it for sure, dude. For sure. So I think we can raise here. It's a little iffy, and we get punished immediately for it, but ace-4 suited on the button. Well, we shouldn't fold. Call. The mystery bounties, what do we have left here? Still the 3 big ones. 251 players. I do see a shove in the small blind, and a reshove will fold. Probably would have stacked off here, right? And just been absolutely smashed by aces. So now this player is going to be shorter than us. So we've got a new potential bounty. Still got this one here too. Oh, it's Rebecca. What's up, Rebecca? Reese 3-bet. This time we're in position. Can we cold call here? Probably. Probably we can in position. The last time we were in this spot, it was the small blind. So, and they're all in. And now what do? We call, especially with the bounties in play. Like behind their range, but with bounties, it's clear. Just get to call and smash an 8s and print it. Let's go. 25 bucks coming our way and some chips. The king 9, we have a limp here. I limp along. And we flop trips. And then we've got a very exciting aces as well. I'll keep you posted on the aces in the 320, but let's play out this hand in the 55 because it's trips. Fold quick. I don't know if I like shove or call here. I don't know, man. We have a really exciting spot with ace queen too for a $50 bounty. Gonna reshove this against ace jack. Aces against 8s. Ace jack hit a jack. We win here in the 320. Take us up to 80K. Our ace queen loses to ace jack for a bounty. Knocks us down to 65K. Bit of a mixed bag, but I mean this is our biggest tournament, so we'll take that for sure. Damn, what's with all these 11-year OGs above me? I know, dude. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. There's so many OG viewers on Twitch today. And thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I guess it's like my first Sunday in a long time. And so a lot of people are watching the other communities they've found on Sundays. So it's the people that like have been here for a long time and, you know, enjoy watching the stream. Thank you, guys. That are probably choosing to watch, right? Because if you've been looking for a Sunday stream for the last 5 weeks, you found someone else. So yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, though. You know, the Party Poker Tour is really fun. It comes with trade-offs in terms of our viewership on Twitch and stuff like that. But it's an amazing experience meeting people in person and getting to travel a bit of the world and experience different places, different ways of being, ideas, and play poker with beautiful people, you know? It's pretty nice. Man, I don't know. This is the Leafs. Toronto Maple Leafs hockey team. Did win the lottery by getting the first overall pick, but the Leafs are so corporate ran, it just feels like they don't understand anything about team sports. Yeah, man. The vibes are not good. They don't feel good to me. We're getting into the 215 Big Sunday. It really should be like the biggest hockey market and fan base, but it just, compared to how it feels in Montreal, it just feels so different, which is a bit of a microcosm of the cultural differences of Toronto and Montreal as well, right? Like it just, yeah. I don't know. I think it'd be really good for hockey if the Leafs were good again, you know? But it's been since before my lifetime that they were good, so. Let's go, Jamie. Good to catch a stream. What's up, Braze90? Good to see you in the house. What's going on? Thanks for stopping in. This is a $200 buy-in, freeze out. A beautiful 6 tables here. I had to take a selfie for my friends. Because I left a charger at my friend's house and he's going to drop it off at our house. And they don't know really what I do for a living, so. Petit Jouet goes for the open. King Queen off. Well, we need to 3-bet our Petit Jouet again. I don't like flatting this hand, and I don't think I like folding it either. So 3-bet get a call, Jack 9-7, C-bet. You could check back here too, but I think C-bet's fine. Queen on the turn, check, check. We have top pair, whatever kicker, a lot of 2 pairs and straights and stuff out there, so we want to control the size of the pot. River ace is bad. We probably don't win. Bluffing is a bad idea, though, so we just check and lose to ace 10, which is really too bad. Yeah, we're handcuffed there. We don't really have any opportunities to bluff. Against, you know, if we're in like a really high roller tournament or something, we could raise over a block bet or something like that, but don't have that option here. Spain's nice, man. Very laid back and chill culture. Glad you enjoyed your trip, Jamie. Yeah, it was so cool, man. Madrid is such a cool place. Like, yes, the demeanor is laid back, but Madrid as a city is full of action, you know? Like, the streets are just full until... they're full until midnight and beyond. Just a very social sort of culture. People are out and about in the city, in the squares. There's really good shopping. Food wasn't a huge thing for me, but a lot of people like the tapas culture and the cocktails and the drinking and stuff like that. The casino was beautiful and amazing. I'm really enjoying my time in Spain and trying to sort of soak in an understanding of the culture. I've been to Sevilla and to Madrid so far this year, and then in the past to Barcelona. And coming up later this year, I have 3 more opportunities to check out Spain, actually, which is going to be so sick. 2 more for poker. Castellon in October, and then Murcia in November, and then also there's a solar eclipse like 2 days after the Party Poker Tour Glasgow. So since it's like a cheap flight to Spain, I was like, well, Rebecca, let's go for like 3 days and check out the solar eclipse because it was amazing when it was in Montreal. It's a total solar eclipse. So I think we're going to go to, I forget exactly where. Is it Pamplona? I don't like check raise here, actually. I think they dominate us on ace-x stuff. I'm going to tell you where we're going to go this summer. Valencia, not Pamplona. Pamplona is in Italy, no? Let's find out. Yeah, Valencia. No, Pamplona is in Spain as well. Okay, northeast Spain. So we see a bet on the turn of 12,250. We could try and represent an ace here, but I think it's their most likely hand is ace-x. So I don't like bluffing into the goods, basically. Yeah, but the Leafs, it's just fun calling them the Titanic. Yeah. Ooh, Matty Ice on our table. Short. But could bust this hand. We'll see. 109 table has so many regs. Jaime Staples, Berry Sweet, Ape Style, Apple Style, Super Ollie. Recognize them all from your deep runs. Yeah, true. Berry Sweet, Apple Style is true. Super Ollie. So we do have to pay attention to match short stack here because the mystery bounties are beginning. And in the 55, by the way, there's still the 3 biggest bounties, which is sick. Average bounty there is $44 now. But we're going to find out what the mystery bounties are. And Matt is going to be prime hunting, as well as Time to Shine, for what it's worth. Welcome back, Win Big, brother. Thank you, Christopher Harvey, on Facebook. Appreciate you, man. What's going on? It's good to be here. All right, 1,500 top bounty. There's only 36 of us. So it's like 1 in 33, basically, that it's Matt. 1 in, what, 17? There's one of these two. I'm not going to open Queen 6 because we certainly don't have a guarantee that either of them are going to be all in this hand. All right. And this hand is going to be a play. Call of a shove, call of a shove. Against the 20 blind stacks, I don't really know what to do, to be honest. 229 average bounty. You ever been to Portugal, Jamie? I haven't, no. I would love to, just the airport. I would love the opportunity, man, to spend some time in Portugal. It's definitely not the year because of like how much we have going on, you know? It's just not the time to be adding trips to the plate, but in general, I'm sure it's a place in the future I'll spend some time. I'd like to, anyways. So they bet we call. We see an ace on the turn. I'm going to, like, semi-bluff here on this turn. Turning a hand into a bluff against Jack X, 8X, 5X. If they had an ace and they decided to, like, put in a small bet, now they're going to win our bet on the turn, but take it down. Nice. Call a shove, call a shove, call a shove. And then against the button, I don't know. I don't know. The odds are going up here. Matt's all in. And now I don't think we fold, right? Because I think these two are going to reshove really wide. And we cover both. So this is just the gamble spot. And this is going to be sick, dude. We have a chance probably to win all 3 of these bounties. Okay, just 2. Good luck. And we're ahead, dude. We are ahead with 34%. Matt actually has 39 there, which is crazy. Matt wins. We get 3rd. We get 3rd place. That's so sick, dude. Oh, that's so sick. Like, the equity of that pot is like, I don't know, $900 maybe, something like that. That's pretty painful. Matt, 3 ways, had the most equity there. That's fun. Now we have to play this really differently. Good to see your tour coming back to Glasgow. Bro, Glasgow was so fun last year. Like, what a place. What a group of players. What a great vibe. What a city. Played and met you last year. Hopefully run a bit deeper this year. Would love to, man. Would love to meet you again. I would also love to run deeper, although I got 8th last year, I think, in the main. I think 8th or 7th. I had such a great time at Glasgow. I think that's probably the one that stands out most to me is Glasgow of last year. So I'm hoping it's the same this year, you know? It's going to be a lot of fun. Braze. Shove the nines. Karushifa calls. Aces. Well, that's not what you want to see. 7. 7. 9. GG in the 215. We have an open table now. Let me just take a look at the lobby. There's a 109 PLO. We can do that, but we'll late reg, so we'll just chill for now. Close down table 3. King 10 suited, we're all in. We really haven't got much good going here. We have a good stack in the 109 Sunday party, though, which is nice. And a decent stack here. Do we still have the 3 top bounties? We do, man. With 179 left. Average bounty is $45 now, which is nice. And we cover... If Matt loses this pot, we cover 2 people still, which is good. Hold the 5-7. Hold 6-7. Damn, I know, right? That was so close, B-Car. That was so close. Did we lose this player last hand? Oh, they moved to another table. All right, so we cover just Matt right now. I guess whoever loses this pot, we're going to cover as well, but... That was a disgusting river, I know, right? Could have been peak. We are losing the small bounties here, so this is pretty exciting because all the big ones are left, which means the average bounty amount is creeping up. It's 250 now. 244. We're rounding. So, exciting tournament. It's really... Mystery bounties are fun. I like mystery bounties, especially small field mystery bounties. Really good. I call that the Ganges. Jack 8 off. Frodo goes for the open. Let's call. And it's a swing and a miss on the flop. Total whiff. I expect them to c-bet this always, and they're going to win. All right, so we cover gained flower now. That's it at our table. I hope I run deeper for what it's worth. 8th is pretty deep. It is pretty deep. Yeah, I would take another 8th place. I mean, of course, I'd like to win a Party Poker Tour main event. Win one of those big trophies, you know, have a special day. But it's going to have to wait, I guess, you know? Ace queen against tens. No, bounty's gone. It's a min bounty. That's good. That's good for us. Bad for Matt. Average bounty is 250 now. Let's keep it creeping up, man. Let's keep it creeping up. And is it the same? Oh, the top bounty went in the 55. Still some pretty big ones up there. Speaking of, let's go all in with ace queen here. And they both call. Interesting. Jack 10 against tens. Just ace or queen, no spade. And we are dead in this tournament. How much were we worth? 1250. Worth hardly anything, dude. How about Red Fern 62? 18 bucks. Okay. All right. Chilling. Deuce 3 min raise suited. We'll call. And we flop a gutter and a backdoor flush draw on a Jack 6-4. I think this is a good spot to check raise. Backdoor flush draw, 4 to a straight, but like the bottom straight draw. Ace is a good card. 5 is a good card. 3 changes our strategy probably. I'd say we block here. I mean, it's the problem with the block is it's not going to be part of like a theoretic strategy on the turn. I like block though to get called by ace high, and we lose to king 4, and that's okay. So it works out fine, but yeah, it's Matty Ice 10-3 deuce here. We have the open-ended straight draw. Matt can get it in quite wide. Oh, we're 3 ways. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Nah, pure. It's tempting to check raise, but again, like, people are going to get it in wide. I think we start with a call. And now we've been put in the blender because we're getting 3-1 on the turn. An ace or a 6. But we have 16% to get to the turn. We do have implied odds. When they call, it's a clear call, though. So now we're getting about just under 4-1. So let's just hit that ace on the turn. We haven't done it, chat. We have not done it. We're going on break after this hand, too, so I'm going to get the highlight ready to go. I'm assuming we're going to get shoved on by Lucas Shove here, but let's see. What if they give us a free card? That'd be incredible. Imagine a free card. But they bet 17-5. Can't. Okay. Quick 5-minute break after this hand finishes up. I gotta pee so bad. I gotta pee so bad. Hurry. Okay. Back in a few minutes. Stay with me. Another playable hand. Look at that. Just playing all the hands to start today. Still in 7th, but really have joined a large pack of people pretty close together. Oh, wow. Deuce 4-6 with 2 spades. The stack makes this a little interesting. I'm going to elect to check back. Reason being is like, I don't hate checking back with a lot of overpairs on this board where we clearly don't hit the board. We have a strong range advantage, but we face a lot of difficulties against a check raise or hands that want to get it all in for 28 blinds when we're in this ICM spot. So I'm going to check back a little bit more often. Usually that's just going to be the ace high flush draw in this spot. We're going to include the king high flush draw here. Now it's paid off. We've made a flush with what looks like a pretty weak hand. Or like a hand with some showdown value. So now we have to hope that they bluff. Wow. Very big bet. Obviously, we just call here, the way we've played our hands, but we can't do it too quickly. And hope they don't actually have the ace-high flush. Very unlikely, obviously, with us having king-10 of spades. If they check, we should value bet. And if they bet, it doesn't matter if they bet all in, we should call. Good luck. Come on, let's go, chat. 7.6 million, baby. Okay, ace-9, great steal hand. 7th place has 7.2 million. 6th place has 4.2 million. So there's a pretty big gap there. We're calling the big blind queen 10-8. We have a gutter and ace high. I think we want to c-bet here and small. So we pick up a double gutter. A 7 or a jack will give us a straight. I like double barreling here. It doesn't have to be huge, though. And we get to check the river because we make top pair with a whatever kicker. We've already bet twice. There's no value in the river bet here. We check. It would be king, queen. Let's go. No. Yes! Oh, flop berry for the double up. And that's a $450 bounty for Matt as well. Damn, dude, he's crushing his bounties too. That's a sick ace on the flop for Matty Ice, dude. Let's go. Nice hand. Weird, I don't see the Shetland Islands listed. I assume there's a website error that will be soon corrected. Listen, I'd go to the Shetland Islands. I'll tell you that. You guys have a poker room up there? We call. Closing the action for just less than a blind. Bounty in play. The bounty is not that valuable, though. $60 is not a big deal in relation to what we're playing for, which is 10 grand. It's like, it's barely going to affect how hard we fight for this pot. Into a dry side pot as well. I think it's a clear check. Just try and make a straight here. Maybe a 6 or a 9 is good, but A7 gets the bounty. Matty Ice getting all those booties, Bray. We're down to 11, chat. 11 remain. That's a pay jump up to 438. I think we have to play back against Bluffing Girl here if they open. They're going to open a wide range with this gettable bounty. But fold to us, and we will put in a raise to 321. It is going to be sad if they shove here, but it'd be for 23 blinds, so it'd just fold. Too deep to want to really shove there, I'd say. Open up the button. I don't know. Open ace king. Okay, we're back. And we're rolling with king jack 7 blind under the gun. Will there be hoodies available at the cork stop? I don't know for sure. I think it's likely in that we had hoodies and t-shirts in Madrid. So probably, but I can find out in Manchester and then tell you the next time I stream.
which will be like midsummer. I think it's likely that there'll be something there. Life is good. I'd love to meet you there. Really excited for Cork. That's going to be such a fun trio of events, dude. Cork, Murcia, London is going to be so fun. I can't wait. I can't wait for that stretch of Party Poker Tour. Just a trio of action, man. Can't wait. So, yeah, thanks for being here. Okay, so we have 4 tables. We also have a straight. Let me just see what I'm missing here. The 109 Sunday PLO, but we're going to late reg that one. I'll just pull that lobby up so it's ready. We take it down to the straight. Okay, we're chilling on start stack here in the 215. We have a great stack in the 109. Gettable bounty here of 25 bucks. We flop the nuts. Want to start building a pot here. Half pot, I think, is fine. Okay. We go for a large bet on the turn. 14,000. We're all in the 320 as well with ace jack, so just FYI on that. Three-way all in. King 7, 3, 4, ace jack. I think we're going to lose here. Just kidding. Yeah, we did lose. 2 pair, king 7. 75 bucks, min bounty. Good luck to everyone still in there. That's too bad. Just kind of unlucky. Clubs complete. I think we bet fold here. Seems fine. If they raise, they have a flush, almost for sure. But they fold on the river, and that's fine. 227. Okay, so we're out of the 320. We got pretty unlucky in that tournament, I think, personally. But, you know, it'll happen. We're going to get the PLO. Let me add some 22s into this filter, actually, and see what we have. Because we might be able to flick a 22 or 2. Check, check on the turn. River is an ace. Yeah, the 22 Carnival. Let's play that. $22 Carnival. We could also play some spins, maybe. Green for knockout. Large field event, obviously. And this opponent's bounty is going to be in play. So we're going to 3-bet here to try and get that 25 bucks. Everyone's folded so far, which is incredible news. They're all in, but we will call for 2 bounties and for half a start stack. Even if this player goes all in with 3 bounties, I think we're just gambling with queen 5. So see how she goes. This would be a good time to run well. We're flipping against 4s, which is great. Okay, we're going to win the side pot, but the ace-5 is ahead. So 25 bucks, and we chip up significantly, but this player is back to 15,000. Which is fine. Totally fine with me. 50 bucks earned so far as in bounties. I'm going to raise again with this short stack in the big blind. Table 4 is sadly not 300 anymore. It is 22. So they flat and this player folds. I'm going to try like a small bet just because I think they have a bunch of total misses. We could also check call too. It's just, it's pretty annoying playing this hand out of position. So we go for the small bet and then just give up here. Against Limplus. We're chipping up nicely in the 55. 10 of 15. 9 pay in this one today. $900 for the win. That'd be nice. Take that. Oh, nice. And we have a high roller phase satellite. Let's play that. 25 pounds. So we'll put that on table 5 here. Nice. Okay, sweet. Back to 5 tables. 109 PLO in 30 minutes. Ace King 9s. I'm assuming this player's deeper. I think they are. Yeah. That Jedmond guy's a fishy dude. Where's Jedmond? I don't know where Jedmond is. Oh, here? Jedmond. Nice. Jack 4 is no good. Not going to defend for the min race. Full day deuce. 10-8 is fine. It's fine in the big blind for cheap, you know. And ace 4, we're going to limp here. And we get a raise, we call. Streets. Pretty good flop, all things considered. They still have, like, big pairs and stuff, but ace high is good. They mash a big bet, which is a little uncomfortable, honestly, but I think we should just default to a call. Like, this is a way ahead or way behind situation. It goes check, check. 10 of spades on the river. I think we check. And fold, I guess? I don't know. Like, we do block the nut flush, but doesn't matter. A pair makes a full house. They check back the turn. I think we just fold here. Give them credit at this point. Not a big bluffing line there. We should peel here. We have a gutter. We can also represent a jack at some point. Probably have a check raise in this spot. Repping it, you know? It's a good check raise bluff to combo with our jack X, basically. I think king queen is the best option. You could do king 10 too, but like king queen is probably the best. 2 overcards. Telling a fairly convincing story, I think. And it works. Let's go, dude. 75K. Cheers for the beer, Mindy. Thank you. Hello, James. What's up, Jonas Atman Vicious on Facebook? How are you? Thanks for tuning in. This should be a limp, actually. If it folds to us, but they raise, and we're out.
Ace 9 playable. Could call a shove from this opponent. Jack 8, we raise, get called in 2 spots. Danger. High voltage. Your banner is blocking on the 55 table. Thanks, Rebecca. There we go. Thank you. Checks around, and they bet the river. This doesn't make a lot of sense, dude. I mean, it could be a king, but, like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. They have a straight. Definitely would have expected that hand to bet on the turn often, but c'est la vie. Open ace 9, get a call from U1. 7-4-4 on the flop. Probably check back here with ace 9. They have more 4s than we do, which is not ideal. It is a paired board. You know, most of the time they have misses, but it's tough to get called by worse hands, and we're going to get check raised sometimes as well, which is not the vibe. Check on the turn. River's a 4. We probably have the goods here. Question is, do we want to value bet or not? I think we will. We will value bet. And we got it paid off by King Queen, maybe? Jack 9. I don't know why they did that, but I guess they wanted to see my hand. Call the block bet with Queen 10. We lose to 2-pair Queen 7. I like my check back on the turn, though. Saved me. But yeah, we lost the pot, so there's that. Hello, James. Hello. Used to have me marked as friend of the stream from James Redmond, 96. Sometimes it resets. Let me find you, James. I think you're still a friend. James Redmond. Jedmond, 96. Oh, nice. Listen, someone else called you a fish, not me. Don't worry about it. Queen 7 suited, we're going to fold. Overcall in position. Call the 3-bet with King Queen suited. And we flop a flush draw, which makes it fun. Because we get to gamble for $100 here, basically. On a flop, I assume they're going to c-bet. Good evening, Jamie, and sorry to hear about your hockey team not winning. That's okay, man. They gave it a good effort, a good run. Love and respect to them, you know? We were talking about it yesterday, but I guess you're used to it being a Spurs fan. Wow. We were champions of Europe last year. Europa League champions. I don't know what you're talking about. We have hardware. Winning is in our blood. It is what it is. It's a little different in hockey, I think, in that you play to the best of 7, so it's not like one-off games. There's going to be a lot less variance in the hockey results than there is in the football results, because you have 7 matches, right? So like we were outclassed and gave everything we could, but it's not really like a damn, it should have gone another way. It's just like, yeah, we weren't quite where we needed to be yet. Whereas in football, like any match can go any way, you know? So it's just feels fine. There's love and admiration and appreciation for the Montreal Canadiens and excitement for the future, I'd say. 8-9-9. Damn you. Of course, we have likely the best hand, but it's just not a spot where it plays well as a bet. There's a problem. So check it through. We see a small bet on the turn. We're definitely less concerned with the small blind than the big blind. They have a lot less 9s than Mudkips does. So we're chilling here.
On Poker God GG today, agrees from Belgium. What's up, Kevin Martins? Good to see you. Call down, beat King 7 of diamonds. Good stuff. Hey, Poker God GG today. Let's get it. That's very kind. We're going to c-bet bluff here. 3 to the straight flush. Not going to win with 6 high, are we? And 9 on the turn. We're going to bluff. It's a gutter, but we do have a hell of a lot of bluff opportunities. Change my mind and check on the turn. King is good, though. They lead, which makes it a fold. But if they check, we get to bluff with our 6-5. They don't check, though. We're on the line there. Fold. Petit Jouet goes for the open. On grandir l'argent. We raised the money. That's not really correct. Je raise. And we get a call. Queen Jack 8. I think check don't fold here with the gutter. They have just over pot size bet left, so we have some equity here. Block the turn. Take it down. Jedman Major Fish, says Big Tasty. Listen, Jedman, I didn't say that, bro. Someone else is saying that. That's my friend. He's a bigger fish. Oh, word. Okay. Huge fish. Call in position of the 215. This is a nice spin up now. We're in 6th place. Matty Ice is in... Actually, we're in 5th, and Matty Ice is in 6th. It hasn't updated, so that's good. Fine flop for 5s. 1 overcard, 3 to a straight. 4 ace, 6 gives us some additional equity, and sometimes we have the best hand right now. Suppose it was my team that got you. I'm Norwegian. Congrats on the result, man. Go for a little bet here. This bet doesn't make a lot of sense. The sizing is too big. I think we check raise with bottom pair here. Take it down. On 10-4 deuce, that sizing is just bluffs, pretty much. So. Small bet and a call from Johnny Binks. Deuce on the turn. By betting, we value on ourselves a little bit. But we're going to lose money to those cards on the river anyways. And we value on ourselves against 6s through jacks. We do want to get some protection here. I don't think check raise is going to be a huge bluff strategy from them, so we'll bet again on the turn. Jack speed 7s, set over set. Let's go up to 116,000 there. And we take it down on the turn, which is chill. Ace 3 against Asif. We check, 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 check. We're going to bet the river. And take it down. Hey, it's Rob. What's up? Twilight of the Beer Gods. 62-month resub in the house. What's going on, Rob? Good to see you. Hope you had a great time at the Lake District, I think. Becca said. Let's go, Jamie. May variance be on your side. I think it's going to be. We lost a really sick pot in the 320 for 2 mystery bounties and a huge stack. But we are chipping up really nicely in the 215 super. We have like triple stack-ish. 55 masters. We have double stack. We have 2.5 stacks in the Sunday party. Did we just fold the Bach? No, we just beat Bach. Nice. So things are looking up, man. It's a pleasure to be here as well. It's been a while since put in a Sunday stream, so it's like feels good, man, you know? Feels good to be doing what we do. Tens get a call from Valladolid. We're going to bet. Rebecca is min betting against me, and I'm calling. It's King 9. Ayah. B-Car, you going to start your own stream? Yeah. Can we get a B-Car stream, please? I'm too shy. Chat, tell B-Car to stream. Bet get a call, lead on the turn, we call. It's a really small lead. It's likely they have a 9 here, actually. It could be 9-8, but I would expect a bigger lead with 9-8. Tens block the straight draw. We don't block the heart draw, though. Check, check. Beat Queen 9. Let's go. That's great news, chat. Come on, baby. Spurs just about stayed up this year. Oh, we did. We didn't just about. We are in the Premier League next year. Like the new manager they got at least, but a lot of work for them to come back from that season. It's true. 2 new signings right away. I'm hopeful. I mean, I'm not hopeful for winning the league, but I'm hopeful for progress. And let's see, man. I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, 3s. Can we shove here? No. Just going to call and miss. Jacks we raise. They're luckily they got a new manager in. If they didn't, they were gone. We could have been gone. Yeah, it was pretty tight there. We have quads, so going to check because it's really hard for them to have anything. And now hopefully they have an ace. No, they fold and we win with quads. That's okay. That's okay. Last time I watched 7 years ago, there were thousands of viewers. We're the first Sunday back in quite a while, dude. 6 or 7 weeks. So I think a lot of people that have been looking for Sunday streams have found someone else in the last almost 2 months. That's okay. We stream on 3 platforms too. So we've got a YouTube and a Facebook running. We'll get it up and running again, Ronnie. Welcome back, brother. Fold the 8 deuce of spades. Switched off from basically everything but feeling pumped and ready to get back at it tomorrow. I feel you. I just feel that after like switching off when you get back, it's like, come on, you know? So that's how it feels to me. Yes, it was good. Started with a stag do in Amsterdam. Oh, sick. Which was pretty wild. I believe that. Then I had a few days in the Lake District. We were so blessed with the weather. Last time we went for holiday, it rained all the time. Yeah, it was a heat wave, wasn't it? Dude, it probably felt like you had a beach vacation, man. We're on the bubble here. Fold the 2s. We'll see you shortly in Manchester, Rob. We will see you shortly, brother. Can't wait. Jed raises and Jed wins. We could 3-bet bluff, but like we can't 3-bet bluff shove because we have these 2 behind. I don't know, dude. Continue on the bubble. With the 4s on the button, we're going to shove because I don't want to raise call against these 2 hooligans. Take it down. How about ace king in the carnival? Oh, the PLO. We have 15 minutes. Okay. 15 minutes left to register the Sunday PLO, which we'll do. I had a fun week, still recovering from the trip and a month of hosting Jamie's mom. It's true. I love my mom, of course, but you know, when you have a guest for a month, it's like it's a lot. So I feel burnt as well, to be honest, chat. Not like right now, but broadly, I'm looking forward to this week, like having some hours to just shut my brain off a bit. You know, we're all in with Ace King in the 22. Flush draw, Ace King, 4-8. Oh my days. $5 bounty coming our way. I think we covered them. No, they did. But we're up to 188, which is great. So that's a full triple. Ace Queen, we cold call a 3-bet. We cover our opponent for a $50 bounty. It's not an easy flop to get all the money from worse hands, but now we chop against Ace King, which is chill. We also chop against like Ace X bluffs, so that's a thing. I think we probably go small bet here if they check, because we're just like never getting a stack off from a worse hand than an ace for an all-in on the river. So you try and like block and get called by kings, which we really hope they don't have kings now, because then we lose. They check. Are we ever getting called by worse hands here? Like, no, we're not. I don't think a king is ever calling. Right? Like, 3-bet pre. King Queen is never stacking off here. Ace X chops. I mean, we almost always have the best hand, but like, are they ever going to check with kings though, or a 5? No. I don't think this bet accomplishes anything, but I also think the odds of them having a better hand are almost 0. So we'll just bet. Maybe they find a crazy call. I don't know. They fold. Won't be long before you're back on the road now too. Yes. Yeah, pretty soon, man. Quick pit stop at home because I have a family reunion on my mom's side. So that's just before Manchester. I'll be 2 days delayed to Manchester because of this reunion. Ace, king suited. Wow, we're deep. I'm going to flat. Keep these players in as well, and if they back raise, that's fine. Ooh, almost timed out with kings. Not a good card, though. Block the river. Now we get called. We're going to find out by what in a second, but... Oh, no, we didn't get called. We just take it down. Okay. So the squeeze 4 ways. We call flop bet. We call turn bet. This is a super tiny bet, but there's not a lot of reason to raise here. We probably don't think they're like squeezing with 8s, right? So chop it down with the same hand. Any Amsterdam stories? Or are we saving those for in real life? I'll see if I can think of anything I can tell you. Yeah. I hear you, bro. I hear you. We're going to call a bet against Apple Styles. Maybe a little wide given we're 3-handed. I didn't actually recognize we were 3 ways there. I'm going to fold this on the bubble. And we're going to fold the turn for sure against Apple Styles. 6s under the gun on these stacks, though. Actually, it's okay. When I second look at them, 10 blinds, 7 blinds, 7 blinds, 7, 8. We're fine to call the all-ins against these. And we're not actually in the final phase of the satellite. So we're still trying to pick up chips here. 6 is ace queen. We shall lose the chips. Nine minutes left for the PLO. Take that down. Damn, this is a nice stack, though. No bounties, but hell yeah, second place right now. It's really good. Have to fold the Asif's open under the gun here. Hope to see Asif in Manchester, I assume. It's his hometown, so. See him soon. So, all in for the bounty. We isolate this. And, like, don't fold. I don't know. It's pretty awkward if Johnny Binks goes all in for 68 blinds, but... Dude, ace-9 suited for a $100 bounty, it's just... it's too much. And then if this bounty comes along, I think we're in a mandatory gamble situation here. Hey, Jaime, built a small daily word game online. Would love you to check it out. It isn't poker related, sadly. That's okay, Big Tasty. I'll check it out. What's it called? Nice. And they fold, so now we're comfy. Ace-9, King, Queen, hold. Hold. We lose $100 there, sadly. Final table hype of the 55 Masters. 136 cash, $911 for the win. Let's get it done. Hella good stacks, bro. Matty Ice on our table in the 22 Carnival. Quad sixes is going to crush Petit Jouet. Il est fini. Il a $100. Et fini aussi. For the King Deuce. Jack 10. Check. Do you watch any other poker player streamers or channels? I watch my brother sometimes, but not really, dude. I mean, I have in the past, right? Like, I like to support my colleagues and people that are doing the same things, but I have no shortage of poker in my life, you know what I mean? So I don't really watch it when I'm not working because I'm 15 years into this, 16 years into playing poker now, so it's a long time. And I don't really find flops as the most exciting part of my life, you know? Don't get me wrong. It's just like I'm at a mature stage of my career where this is really important to me. It's sort of my work purpose, and it's important that I do a good job. But also, there's so many aspects to life that are not poker, and those took a back seat for a long time in my life. So, I like to read books and watch movies and broadly learn and increase my knowledge of the world and understanding of other people and stuff like that. Consume art. Like, that's a lot of the stuff I enjoy doing when I'm not playing. You know, a little bit of keeping up with the news and politics and all that. Watch some sports as well, for sure. Watch F1, Tottenham Hotspur, Canadians, especially in the postseason. Those are the three main. You know, watch golf majors, stuff like that. So, yeah. Do you take any ways of their playing into your own games? I really believe there's something that you can learn from everyone in regards to poker. I don't think you can learn like a correct strategy from everyone. You know, some people are going to have strategies that are incorrect or suboptimal in some way. But you learn about how someone else thinks about the game, which is useful because you're playing against someone else's. You know, so you're picking up frameworks for how to approach poker. You know, the math is the math, right? And if we give a calculator an assumption about a strategy, we can come up with a correct answer against that assumption. So that we can do mathematically, right? What you can't give a calculator is those assumptions. You can just input the default, like, you know, game theory sort of approved play, but that is incorrect as to how most people are playing. So it's useful when watching other people to learn how they think about the game, learn what their approaches are in different spots, and then sort of extrapolate that to a larger player pool. And I think that's always true. Whether you think someone is better than you or worse than you or thinks about the game completely different or not, there's something available to take in there if you're open to it, you know? Fold the 10-5. 7-6 is a fold. I got a few stories, but none I should write out in chat, and that's fair, Rob. That is fair. That's fair, man. I did try to think of some. Oh, actually, we did have a night dressed up as WWE wrestlers. I went as Jeff Hardy. No one knew who I was, which was sad. The Dutch aren't into WWE. At the end of the night, some random guy came up to us and said, "Who the hell are you meant to be, Matt Hardy?" I celebrated like England had scored the winning goal in the World Cup final. Let's go. Beautiful. King Queen Highlander opens. We 3-bet here with our King Queen offsuit. Today I've been listening to Dvorak Symphonies, chat 7, 8, and 9, and I've really enjoyed it. Pretty much always have classical music in my ears, which I can't play you guys because it's all copyright. Sadly, it's really hard to find uncopyright decent performances of classical music. But you know, I've really enjoyed it. You can always Google it and look it up yourself. That sounds nice. I did go to a posh hotel with some of the guys who were staying there. They gave us some chocolate profiteroles when we arrived. Well, that sounds delicious. We fold here, right? Like, we beat only bluffs, of which there's very few. Top pair, second kicker, disconnected of a board. It's just not very good, so give it up. Ace-6 in a 3-bet pot, by the way. Check. Final table hype. KP takes one down. We're going to fold 6-5 here. I wonder if that's my friend KP. From lives in Canada or the Netherlands. Sometimes depends. All right, that's enough Dvorak. Let's get Ravel, Daphne, and Chloe. Okay, nice. Good stacks, chat. Good stacks. 7 of 8 here. Top 2 make it through to the next stage. 109 Sunday party. We're 36 of 346. Registration closes in an hour for that one. 22 Carnival is going to be similar. Reg closes in 35 minutes. We're in a good spot. This is probably the highest equity spot. 4 of 26 in the Super 215. We don't have any bounties yet, but great stack to get some. And then final table of the 55 Daily Legends Masters. We call with Ace-5 here. And PLO, I have 2 seconds. Oh, I just made it. Thank goodness. I just made it in the PLO. I almost forgot, but we've got the 109 PLO. And we clicked register literally with 2 seconds left. So a little 109 PLO. We're starting short stack and late reg. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, 2.5x from Frodo 1, which is not a shove. I think we peel. Try and hit something, basically. Fold. Okay, so we got a PLO here. Nice. Jack 10 in a three-way pot, which might be difficult. Against Mudkips, we go for the bet once again. With two pair. And we win. Great stack. Great stack. 187. We're in fourth. Check, check. Too thin with Jack 10 now against small blinds. Lose to 8-7 off. Whoa. That is very wide in the small blind. Okay. Well, the 3-6. Ace, queen, 10, 9, suited to the queen. No. If we're suited to the ace, I think we have a raise there, but... This is just a nightmare flop. Ugh. Just a very annoying flop. Yeah. I decided to bet with the king of spades, knowing that we can't really fold here, in that we do beat flush draws and straight draws here on the low side, and we're like, we have 8% against, we have 10% against an ace. Against everything else, we're doing really well. I decided to bet with the king of spades. If I didn't have the king of spades, I'd check back, and then this hand plays out differently. But I think with the 3750 bounty, it's like, all right. And just a short enough stack on 21 blinds. But, you know, I wouldn't hate you if you said that was dumb. I mean, could be the case. Could be the case. 3-bet against Maddie. Ace jack suited. Take it down. Okay. What company do you play for now? Party Poker, man. Party Poker. Have been with Party Poker. I think this is my 7th or 8th year. So it's been a really long time. We've been working together. We've got our online tournament schedule, our spins, our fast forward cash games. We've got some promotions this year for the 25th anniversary as well. So that's kind of a big thing we're doing. And then there's a 25th anniversary series coming in September-ish. Like the same time as all the big series, basically, in the fall. And the big development for us over the last 2 years has been the Party Poker Tour, which is a tour of live tournaments. Year 1, there was 5. And this year, there's 10 live tournaments. So we've had 3 so far this year in Sheffield, in Sevilla, and in Madrid. And we have 2 more coming up right away. In about 2 weeks from today starts Manchester. So yeah, we have a nice week-long event in Manchester. There's a 2-week break, and then after that, we have a week-long in London as well. So we have 2 UK stops coming up. I'll be attending both of those, which is really exciting. And yeah, a bunch of more stops this year. We have Glasgow as well, and then a little break. Glasgow's in August. Do we want to raise steal this or just fold? I think fold, especially with the short stack on the final table, ICM, etc. We have Glasgow, and then we have a little break, and then early October, late September, early October, I think, we have Castellón in Spain. And then we have a little break, and then we have 3 events pretty close together. One in Cork, Ireland, and then one in Murcia, Spain, and then like 6 days later, the season closer in London once again. So those are November, December. We've got in October, we've got in August, and then we have 2 coming up right away in June, July. So yeah, man, a really exciting and fun year. I've got to travel and see some amazing places in the world and meet up with a bunch of you that play online and win some of our weekly satellites and stuff. And yeah. If you can get it, download Global Player and choose Classic FM. I listen to it on Alexa to go to sleep. You know, I've never listened to Classic FM. That's cool, man. I'm sure I can listen to it here. I do have a pretty decent collection of physical media of classical music, mostly on CD, some vinyl. So often when I'm not working, I have something on the go, basically, you know, like something playing. Right now I have Strauss CD. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-da, boom, 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 boom. Forget what that one's called. Yeah, I got some Strauss bumping. Had some Tchaikovsky the other day. Yeah, man. Got to go to a really good concert last week for my birthday. It was Wagner's Ring Cycle, 70 minutes long, and then Schumann's Piano Concerto in A minor, I think. A major, A minor. But 2 really amazing performances. Awesome. Had a great time. I guess we should actually small c-bet here. I made a mistake thinking I was in the big blind. I'm not. I raised under the gun, I think. So yeah, I missed a c-bet there, but it's all right. We lose this short player, so we're 150 cash now. Let's mix in a crazy check raise here, unless Mudkips calls, which they do. Yeah, I'm going to fold now. We could check raise against one opponent. I don't really like it so much against 2, especially when Mudkips will have a few 2s in the range. A couple deuces, not like a huge amount or anything, but some. Good luck at the PLO. Thanks, man. Kings in the button. Ooh, ace jack. Fold, please, to me. KP opens. Junkie Kings against a limp raise. I don't know, fold, especially given the payout situation here. It's probably not worth it. I guess I'm going to fold ace jack. I don't want to go all in here. I don't think it does too well against middle position. I'm playing under the name Mahjong77. Word, okay, you're on another table in the PLO. Good luck, man. Hope you get second place. I hope you get second place, man. Suited ace. But a 3x, so we'll fold. What's happening in Glasgow? Party Poker Tour at the beginning of August. So we have a week-long series there. We'll have our 500-pound main event, our 1K high roller, 150-pound mini main. It's at the Aliyah Casino, which is beautiful. So yeah, that's going to be going on in early August. It was such a fun time last year, honestly. Everyone had a great time. There's often like drinks upstairs in the casino after. It was just a really social. I think it was the best stop last year, probably. Just in terms of vibes, like everyone had a great time. So really excited for that to be a reality again this year and make my way up to Scotland. At the Aliyah. It's such a beautiful casino, too, because it has windows, which is rare in a lot of North American casinos. Madrid had windows, which were beautiful, too, but Sprach Zarathustra, that's it, yeah. That is it. Also Sprach Zarathustra. The Strauss piece we were talking about. With the dangler we fold. But yeah, it has these big windows on the River Clyde, right? River Clyde. So you just get a nice vibe throughout the day. It's good. Ace-7 of clubs, nada. In this multi-way pot, the PLO, we're chilling. 3 of 23 here. But the final table is the sweat. The shorty has chipped up, so we are by far the shortest, but we just got to find our spot. Like, there's no bounties, right? There's no real panic here. We're still going to get it called relatively tight. We just need to pick up a hand, get ourselves back up to 200,000 where we can maneuver, basically. Do we call closing the action on this short stack? Probably not again. Like, we're 7 off the money, I think. Being sort of cash-oriented here, especially with the equities running so close in PLO, is probably smart. So, yeah, I'm going to play this pretty tight, generally. But, you know, to be determined. We're also going to go break it in a minute, go on break in a minute. So I'm going to continue this highlight of the 109 Sunday party where I ran deep with Matty Ice. So enjoy a few minutes of that, and I'll be right back. Pokerstaples on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Stay with me. And we play for all the marbles against Matty Ice if he 3-bets. Play for all the marbles against Smelly. Against Het and Bluffing Girl, I don't think we'd want to 4-bet. I think we'd call and play in position. But Matty does go for the 3-bet, and we've got to let him know the bad news, Matty. We got to let him know the bad news. Oh, we've got to bust our brother with ace-king. It is what it is, chat. We've got the ace and the king, and we've got to bust the man. I'm so sorry, Matty. I wish it was someone else, but it's got to be you. I'm in this tournament to win this tournament. And I simply shall not let you off the hook. I shan't. Shan't is not a word, but it is right now. All of it, Matty. chat. Oh my God, he'll never recover. The youngest brother has suffered the greatest tragedy this poker family has ever seen. This will go down in lore until the end of our days. I'll be hearing about this every single Christmas, every single Thanksgiving. From Easter now until the end of Easters, Matty Ice will bring up the day that he got four flushed to the grave. In the meantime, your boy is 1 of 10 in the Sunday party. I'm so sorry, Matt. I understand you're feeling pain, but right now, I'm in it to win it, baby. It's wild what I just did to my younger brother. Tafo's all in, 271 bounty. If they 4-bet all in, we could just fold. Cool. Let's run it for 8.5 blinds. Ideally, you have ace king. Great. Now hold. No. Absolutely not. Okay. Back to 13.6. Still the chip lead. It's all right. Oh my goodness. I guess we open with final table bubble pressure and being suited, but like they're going to reshove at a fairly high clip in our... That's a flush. That's a flush. Oh my goodness, dude. Nothing, eh? Oh my goodness, flopping flushes. Thought I could just river flushes. 6s against 10s to get to the final table. The 135 bounty is gone. It's that time. Sun running. All skill, mate. Final table height. Of the 109 Sunday party. Oh, yeah, baby. So here's Matt's message back to me. We start in 30 seconds.
Hey, man, we are fine. I probably won't smile for 3 days, but we're fine. Good luck. Go win it.
Oh, the pain and punishment of the younger brother, Bree. Let's 3-bet to 720. Call is also an option too. Bluffing girl would squeeze often. I think I like just keeping the pressure on and that it really puts him in a tough spot. So we're going to do that. Let's go, Jimmy. Come on, man. Call is definitely an option here too because against a 4-bet all in, we can't call, which kind of wastes our ace jack suited, but it's not a great spot if we just flat and then they squeeze, you know? But they 4-bet less than all in, which is pretty interesting because now it's 880 to win 2.7. So we're getting 3-1 in position with a hand that can flop flush draws. I think we call here and take it post flop. So let's do that. What's difficult is an ace high board. Jack high board's not that tough because now we beat ace king. So there's 6 combos of queens, 6 combos of kings, 3 combos of aces for 15 combos. And of ace king, there is 12. So basically we don't fold here. They bet 1.1 million though. We let them bluff. If the turn comes a king, I think we can fold if they bet again. Nice. Well, we think nice. I mean, it could still be those hands, but hello, chat. We're back in action. We're gonna have to see how that ace jack plays out in the future. Let's roll on. So final table, shortest stack, 8 of 8. We are short here, 6 off the money though in the PLO. 215 super. We have no bounties, but we're 3rd of 23. 9 make the money. 109 Sunday party. We have 1.5 stacks with 50 in bounties here, so nice. Nice work, us. And then the Sunday Carnival, we're also 1.6 starting stacks, no bounties. So those are the 5 we have. Nothing really pressing on the side either, so we're chilling with these 5, I think. Probably these 5 will be the close. Is the Carnival a 2-day? Let's see. Structure. Summary. No, it's a 1-day. 1-day tournament. Okay, so we play to the win there. 8-5 is a fold in the big blind. This one plays to the final 16, and then we play day 2. That's the highlight that we're watching as a previous deep run. So if we're sort of down to that, I would probably wrap up the final hour or so and just pick up the stream tomorrow. We got a lot of work to do to get there, though. 316 left. In the PLO, we're going to fold. Try and maneuver our way through. We squeezing in Birmingham this year in the Party Poker Tour? No, dude. It'd be great. I'd love to have something in the Midlands, Birmingham Midlands area, but not this year, man. Manchester is your closest. Well, I guess Manchester and London are similar distances, aren't they? But you got Manchester and London coming up, and then London in December to close the year as well. I'd be so happy with the cash, never mind second. Second place for you, bro. Don't sell it short. You're getting second. Whoa. With the 3750 bounty, we have the second nut flush draw. I also think they have a flush draw. Sometimes it's going to be ace high. Sometimes it's not, though. And a lot of their ace high flush draws, like ace queen, ace jack, ace 10, are going to squeeze pre. Probably ace 2, ace 3, ace 4, ace 5. So I might gamble here, given the 3750 that is on the line on top. So let's go for it, given that extra value. And we do get it in really good. I like my analysis a lot. Discounting some of those ace high flush draws, right? Like that's got to be a real concern for us. But the bet sizing it's just never a 9. It's either a 7 or a flush draw, and most of the time the flush draws are actually worse. So let's go, dude. 246, a nice 8750 in bounties. Just low key on the print. Low key on the print here today, chat. Queen 3 is not it on our final table. King deuce. Vegan ape limps. We check. You could raise here sometimes, but we'll check. And flop at the top pair. Nope. That's a bad turn, chat. It looks like a scary turn for them too. You know, we're going to have 10x and diamonds and stuff like that, but they go for the big bet. And we're going to fold top pair, blind versus blind. It's not so fun, but it is what it is. Now, Jack 10 was going to be a shove, but Valio goes for the open. Rob, if you're still here, I don't know if you are, but if you are still here, did you watch Champions League final? Do you have any thoughts? I haven't messaged Ben yet, but I will probably just drop an Eiffel Tower on him at some point, like maybe tomorrow. It still seems a little too fresh, but like maybe tomorrow. Because yeah, glorious. Especially Eze's failure, man. Eze choosing Arsenal over Tottenham when we put in all the work to get him, and then he just last second dips. Nothing personally against the man, but of course, if I'm going to choose someone to fail, it's going to be Eze. It has to be. It really does. And he did. He did miss the net. Yeah. And Gabrielle's certainly not a fan favorite. So, yeah, it is pretty great banter. They did win the league, but I'm not going to lie, it does feel okay. I'm going to tell you that. Fold the 5-3. We need something now. We are getting quite short in this 55. we could really use a little something something. Deuce for suited, nope. We have an all-in against Jedmond here. Friend of the stream's friend. It's a fold. We'd like ladders. What do we get in the big blind? Oof, trash. Absolute trash, Dottie. Five off the money, 16 to 16. Here we go. Here's our hand. We get a walk last hand, which is incredible. Ooh. 6.4 blinds deep, but Barry Sweet opens on 21 in early-ish position. Oof. Like, don't get me wrong, we're definitely making chips here. Now it's a clear fold. But the stacks are actually not so bad, right? Like, mid 200s for these four opponents. We're not that far behind. Laddering up is really valuable. Surviving is really valuable. I don't know what I would have done with this ace-9 against this open. Again, it does really well against all the like suited broadways and against the small pairs, although they should fold like sevens here, but yeah, that would have been a tough one. We aren't faced with it. Ace-10 is a clear all-in, and I think ace-8 is a clear fold. I think ace-9 is the decision point there. 9-3 is a fold. I'm still here. There it is. Nice. This is another all-in. Unless we get it like an open under the gun 1. I don't think we actually want to get it all in against any of these players. But if it folds to us, it's like a slam dunk, we're loving our life situation. It's annoying if they raise, but... All right, good luck. Good luck, us chat. Good luck, old timer. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I guess I am an old timer, aren't I? Okay, we're flipping for 194,000. Boom, that's a king. Hold it, keep it clean. And like I'm saying, chat, we're basically tied with these four here. There's not much difference, so that's a drastic change. Just one pot one, and we're back in this to challenge. So patience is a virtue in these non-bounty fields. In a bounty, obviously, we're going to get called a bunch wider. We can play a lot more hands valuably. They're going to open wider. But in a non-bounty, we really do have more time than you think, in my opinion. Queens against Mon Chéri. Ma chérie, mon amour, in the big blind. We raise. Let me take it down. Who's currently ordering us pizza for lunch because neither of us prepared anything for this afternoon. So it is pizza lunch at 5 p.m. I did watch it. PSG were the better team, but I thought Arsenal defended really well and maybe should have had a penalty late on. Already messaged Ben. He was pretty gutted. I bet the celebration parade today was mixed emotions. Your point of view, everyone has been laughing at Spurs all season. I would be firing shots all over the place. Yeah, it is pretty incredible. I am looking forward to messaging Ben. I just don't want to take it too far, you know? I don't want Ben to hate me. I like Ben. He's a great guy. But, man, it's a great It's a great moment. Maybe I should just like send him a voice note of me whistling Glory, Glory, Tottenham Hotspur or something. Because, you know, it is like, you do see the debates. Ace 10 suited, flat. Thing is, like, we're not getting called by ace 9 by reshoving, right? So it's a hand to play post flop. 9-3 deuce, 1 heart. Against a small bet size, which we should see here, we continue. And we do see that 21,000, okay. You know, the online banter, you're just like, oh, you guys finished 17, you had a shitty season, like, you don't root for anything. But that does make it funnier. Like that meme, like, we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. It is time to make fun of Arsenal, it is. And that's lovely. Old being the key word. Wow, Rebecca. Incredible. We're going to reshove in the 9s short. If we were deeper, we could flat here, actually, which is kind of counterintuitive and seems surprising. But with 9 blinds, there's no room for that. We're just all in. Hopefully they don't have the goods. And we're flipping. We don't really want to flip here. It's for 300,000. We got to keep it low, low, low. Got to keep it low, low, low. Hello. 9. The good kind. We're up to 300,000, baby. To 300,000, baby. Yeah, we try and pick up some chips here with our suited ace on the button. 5 off the money as the shortest stack. Just try and rip one in here. Take a flip. I'm sure you guys have seen the meme as well. Slide to the left, slide to the right, crisscross, crisscross. I mean, a great video. It is a great video. Maybe I should make him like a video on a tripod where like the first song playing is like Glory Tottenham Hotspur and then the next song playing is that song referencing the miss. You know, like that would be... I think I have to do that, actually. Might try and get up to the Manchester leg. Would be nice to say hello to you guys. I'll be there, man. Be good fun. Ooh, set of 6s. We have made a full house. I didn't even look. I was like, dude, we're dead. They flopped a set. Nope. We're back to starting stack. No problem. No problem, baby. Never in doubt, chat. Yeah, so I'll be at the Manchester one from... I get there like Monday late, but I will have been flying all night. So realistically, probably the first day I play is Tuesday in Manchester. But we'll bring you a Leeds United top. To be fair, I have a soft spot for Leeds. Rebecca's granddad and her late father were Leeds fans. So I kind of hope Leeds does well all the time. Got some space in my heart for Leeds, but I'm a Spurs fan, you know? So I wouldn't hate the Leeds top. Like, I wouldn't wear it, but I wouldn't hate it. I like Leeds. Open the ace jack. Please fold. I just want to take down these chips for 73,000. That'd be great. Ace Queen offsuit. They're all in for 11 blinds. It's actually a really dumb spot because of the stacks the way they are. Ace Queen is pretty strong for 11 blinds, you know? Like Ace 10 is a fold, but Ace Queen is like doing well against some reshoves here. People will reshove Ace Jack in this spot, even though they probably shouldn't. If we call it lose, we're on 10 blinds again. Probably call, dude. I think it's a short enough jam. We call. It's 10.7 blinds or whatever. We have to flip against sixes, which is not a shove for what it's worth, but we lose the flip, sadly. And we're now the shorty once again on 150 or so. Quads against Matty Ice. Now, I think I am still going to c-bet because he's going to continue with all of his heart draws, all of his straight draws, all of his 10x. And it's also flop he can attack sometimes. So for that reason, I want to continue. On our final table, we're going to defend with 5-4 suited as well. Swing and a miss. Check fold. So let's go for the small bet. We do get that check raise. Six would typically be a good card for him to continue bluffing. Completes 8-9. He could have 8-9 for what it's worth. King 10, unlucky. What are you going to do? That's the nightmare for him. We get the bounty. We get the chips. Queen 10, no good. Hilarious. Hilarious, Rob. Let's call in the 320. Or no, sorry, the 215 knockout. Oh my god. What a turn. The combo draw. And Matt Staples texts me 4 sevens, eh? Yep. Let's check raise here. I think we probably want to call with the Queen Jack combo draws, but with the lower end straight draw, we'll probably just check raise. 4 on the end. Do we want to bluff? No. We block all the draws we want them to have. I think they're going to call down on this brick like all the time. And we lose, so we're on 105,000. We're all in with King 10. And we win. Ace 3, not quite a shove here in the hijacked. I just texted you a bunch of Arsenal memes, Jimmy. Really great. Really great memes. Yes, it's just... It is lovely. So, 5 of 17, no bounties. Double stack. We're on the soft bubble here. And like I was saying, like we're below starting stack, but we're 3 off the money. So, survival is going well. Final 2 tables. We have an all-in here. Who's shorter? This player was shorter. Never mind. Down to 13. We're 2 off the money, and for that reason, I'm going to fold this hand that Chippy V is going to make money. Because we might actually be able to cash this thing for not much. I'm going to open up the other table. Cash this thing for not much effort, potentially. Min cash is 228. And then go for the 1600 after that with a couple wins, you know. On our final table, we're still surviving. Jedman shoves. Nice. We get a call. I mean, Jedman's in front of the stream, but we do want people to bust here because we want money, you know? They chop it up, which is fine. Jacks. Nice. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Did we just lose another player? Holy crap, we did. We're down to 12. We're on the pure bubble now. We need one person to bust. With 7.7 blinds. Pretty sick. And hopefully it's one of these two. Would be great. Pocket jacks. Even against a 3-bet on the stack, I think we're going to be all in. It's just too good of a hand. If we see a 4-bet, then okay. Good luck us on our final table. And KP folds. All right. 192. That's fine. We are all in with a7 on the button. We could also like raise fold, but I think shove is fine. It definitely makes chips. And full king 6, we're back to 217,000 with 2 clear shorter stacks. Pretty close with these 2 opponents as well. And on the bubble of the PLO, $965, 1.1. Shorties are on our table, which kind of wish they were on the other table because they could see how short I am. This is good. Interesting. Wow, pot size bet takes it down on the other table. I think we probably go, especially heads up here, I think we go with this one as the shortest stack. Big sweat on the bubble, 229 min cash. We flop it a top pair and then a flush draw. And we win. We're on $1 million, and we're now tied 3 ways gives us a even better shot of going the distance. Waiting on this table to play out, but very deep. Next hand. No good. King 10, 7 deuce. Okay. Whoa, big bet from KP here on the river. I think we just want call and carnage, right? Like we want pots to be flying, so we're rooting for a call. Fold 9-5. Raise call from passive fish. Nice. On the other table, there's 1.7 million in here. Courtenay Boy has 1.7 behind, excuse me, and 750 in. So this could be a risk it moment. Gluck have fun bets it. We get a bet call, 9 on the end. Gotta bluff this or value bet it, Mimi. Have to. Have to. They chop. No. They chop. Aces and queens beat kings. Okay, one clear shorter stack here. Well, not clear. One shorter stack by basically the same stack, I'd say. Might lose to Rebecca here. We bet on the turn they call, and she calls. And then river's a 10. It's small enough, though. We call for 1/3. We chop. All right. All right, we chop. Fine. These two going at it again. In our 22 Carnival, we have a pair. It went check, check on the flop, right? We're going to bet our trips. Sometimes we bet into a straight for what it's worth, but like this board, we just got to bet this board, man. All right, back to the PLO. Ace, King, 3-4 with a suited ace. We would like to get into the money, though. So it's not a spot to really gamble. And assuming passive fish opens 100% and then everyone folds, probably. Which is what we'll do. Ace 10, 10, 8 suited to the ace. Pretty annoying because it's a good hand if it folds to us, but passive fish raises and it makes it a fold. Ace 9 on our final table. Annoyingly, the shorties keep doubling up, so, or like picking up chips, so we're now the shortest stack once again. We'll shove it and hope to get no call, and we don't. So 212. Oh, my days. think we're too short to min raise, honestly. Like, of course we want to induce action, but. $257. Okay, onwards. We're now 15 to 17. We were third at one point. We still have no bounties, and everything is just going terribly in this 215. Happens sometimes. Rebecca, I think probably the quads against King 10 is a good clip. Right? Matty Ice and I. Everyone loves a Matty Ice versus me battle. We are really having to ninja our stacks here. Because we are just kind of like in delicate spots on tables 2 and 3 and kind of delicate on 6 as well. So it's just patience is a virtue and try and find our moment. It's hard to get chips from you, fam. That's the thing. When you play a solid strategy, it's hard to get chips off someone because their ranges are appropriate, you know? Like sometimes they'll bluff catch, but then often they've got good hands, so it makes it challenging. Flush beats tens. Cameron up to 413. We have a new short stack on the table. And our ace-king raise gets through. Okay. Hand for hand continues. On the other table, Mimi pots it. But no one is busting this hand, I'll tell you that. Okay. Nice, and the blinds go up next hand, so it's going to be 61-20. Do 7 gets hit by the 120, which is good news. Really is kind of a battle between the three of us to survive here. There's the 61-20. And Mini Ave goes for the pot. I assume do 7 folds here. They do. Okay. Waiting on this table. Much more free-flowing, but the stacks are just deeper, you know? That's the kind of flop where you can get some action. Anyways. Raise. Raise. Nice. What we don't want is them to fold and then one of these short stacks shoves against us and we're like either forced to gamble or go into last place ourselves. So yeah, we just give it up there, do 7 on 4 blinds. Against Apple Styles, we call in position with King Jack. Flop second pair, nut kicker, pretty good. Likely the best hand. Sometimes when we don't have the best hand, it gets dangerous, but let's see. It gets dangerous because like you need to peel the turn and then fold the river against a triple barrel. It's a really big bet at 52,000. We don't block spades backdoor. We don't block queen 10. We block king 10. We block king queen. We're pretty close here. I think blind versus blind we need to continue, but if we weren't blind versus blind, it'd be different. 9 is a terrible bluff card for them. Check, check. Lose to ace 10. Okay. Okay, that's where it's dangerous, right? When they raise and we see an ace jack X flop, it's like we're gonna have to put in some money with second pair here, and when they have top pair, we lose a sizable pot, basically. That's what's not so fun. But it happens. I think a little too wide with king 10. A little too wide. What's up, man? What's up, Duber? I've been in here in so long I had to accept the rules again. I hope you're doing well. Cheers. Thanks, man. Welcome back. It's been a hot second, eh? Welcome back to the stream. Things are good, man. Things are good. Having a good time. Happy and healthy and nice to be streaming today. And we've got some potential. Trying to sneak our way into the money of this 109 Omaha. We're on a final table here, maneuvering. Close to the money here and decent stacks on tables 1 and 4. So, how's the fella treating you lately? Yeah, it's been okay. Like, nothing crazy. I've had a few runs in the live events I've been playing this year on the Party Poker Tour, so that's been fun. We have a big series going on. And then online, we've had a few runs. We had a good result in the 109 Sunday Party like a month and a half ago. It's a pretty good hand, double suited kings, but it's probably not worth it. Again, trying to find our way to survival. I don't think we take that good hand and play it because the min cash is so valuable in relation to our stack value right now. So we lost a player here. Did I do that? I did. King 8, Queen 6. Nice. Shove call. Okay, yeah. I was thinking about something. I just smell a little smoke outside, so I think it's something's on fire. Not in our house, just somewhere. Cheers, bro. You still in Canada? Yes. Yep. I am in Montreal right now. Loving it here. Love this place. How about yourself, Duber? Where are you? Gluck, have fun limps. Deuce 7 has 3.5 blinds here. We really would like Deuce 7 to lose this pot. That would be huge. I see a bit of 120. Deuce 7's all in. All right, here's the moment. Don't have the goods, dude. Don't have the goods. Set of 8s. They're going to win. Come on, man. So now 4x is the shortest stack, I think. No, we're the shortest stack by a lot. But they're happy about it, and we are now definitely at risk. We need some chips ourselves now. Unlucky that they had the set there. We probably fold, right? Like, it gains chips, but there's not a lot of incentive to take 40% here when there's a chance someone else busts. We do have an orbit as well. So I think we wait. I mean, it'd be different if we had something half decent, but our hand is really bad. So I work so much I'm barely here anymore. It's all good, man. I get it. Whoa, pot size bet from Muggsy. Too much. Full the Jack 5 to the all-in. Sadly, it's looking likely like we are the bubble person here. We have about 4 hands to choose from, or 4 hands for someone to bust, which is possible. But, you know, if we win our pot, we'll be up to like 750 tied-ish again. It's okay. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over. It's not looking good. Did I do that, he says? That is, I forgot. I did. Forget. Let's raise up ace-8 against Apple Styles. Small pot on the other table. Limp call 734. Small bet. Value bet here. Most stuff missed. And they snap call. Check, check. Is fine. Nice. Check, check. It's just not a bluff, is it? We're blind for blind. Made top pair, dude. Like, what the hell? Made top pair on the river. Dude, we can't fold this. I mean, it's just not a bluff, but we just can't fold this, bro. Longtime SoCal resident, now live in Dallas. Nice. How's Dallas, bro? Never been. Only had a layover in Houston one day, and that's my total Texas exposure. Ooh, aces. I think I am going to try a min raise here. Never mind. We're going to shove. Look at, everyone is tied. And if we win this pot, we're tied as well. Everyone has 350, and then there's one person with 430. And the win is totally within grasp here. Let's go for a raise. Steal. This is a fold. How many people get paid at the at-risk tourney? We're 1 away. 11 get paid. The min cash is 229, and we're at 12. In this one, we're in the money already. Fold to the shove from Very Sweet. Raise call with jacks. Oh, 4x calls a raise. Oh my God, this could be it. They could bust like literally 2 hands before we bust. That's crazy. They called a raise. And they fold with a pair of aces, I'm sure. Like, wow. I mean, I guess we wait till next hand, right? And just, like, take the forced all in. So sick, man. Wow. I mean, maybe they make a mistake here. I don't know. Like, I hope. Just pick up aces here, please. Okay. All right, we're all in chat. This is our moment. If we win this hand, we're probably good. In that we'll be up to like 600,000 or something. If we lose this hand, we bubble. But, you know. Max late reg, we've put in a good effort to get here. And this is a good hand to have, actually. Especially when we're going to be up against like any 4 here, and then they're both going to fold. It's chill. And if they call, we fold, right? So do we have the best hand or not? Let's see. Against eights. Pretty good. What are our odds? 57%. We like it. Straight. The nuts. Hell yeah, chat. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, man. We're up to 530. This player is shorter now. We've just gone through the big blinds. We pick up kings. Damn. It's a nice hand. But I think we fold. Again, 4x should be all in before us. Blinds are up to 81. Oh, no, 7140. Okay. Oh, this bubble sweat is fun. Fold. This is a fun bubble sweat, chat. We could still win this tournament, dude. I mean, it's PLO. It's got to win some 50-50s, basically. Down to 5 in the Masters. Kind of the three of us tied-ish. Hold our 9-4 on the final table. I think you have a glitch, Jamie. Keep switching up the scene you're showing. Oh my god, what is going on? Bro. I do have a glitch. Oh no. Okay, well. Let me. That was so weird, okay. Really sorry about that. I don't know what happened, but it's obviously going to be a total mess for a few minutes. All right, 4x. I just tried to shove with ace-10 here, by the way, for 13 blinds. We're going to get called a little wider because of the bounty situation here. I think it's fine and profitable. In a non-bounty, we're on the line. Probably lean towards fold. And that's not good. Jack. Queen. Jack. No, it's a full house now. GG. I mean, we had such a great stack, and it's just Rip City. So no one raised here and let 4x see a flop for free. Why would you guys do that? Explain to me. Why would you let him see a flop for free? I don't know. But they're all in. So this is the moment. 9 high flush draw with an open ender against queens. They're up to 976. Why did this play out this way, dude? Someone should raise, then they fold in the big blind, and they have half a blind left. Now we are going to bubble, which is very frustrating that no one wanted to push things forward. So we are going to take the $229 punishment for this, sadly. Oh, wow. Straight against a rivered 7. All right. And 10, 10, 8, 6 double suited is going to be the one we have to gamble on. No one is even close. I mean, I guess we could go through here and then they're going to lose 210 next time and survive, and we're going to be out the next hand. So I think we're probably forced to do this, no? There's no one really even close on the other table, so... okay. Good luck. Flipping. We shouldn't have bubbled there. It really should have played out differently several times, but we did, and we're out of the tournament. GG. Jacks, we're all in. We get 87.50 in bounties, and we're out of this one, too. We continue on our final table, but that's very sad vibes in that we pure bubble it, man. Sad. All right, we're four-handed. Jack 10. I think we actually shove here for 14. There's not too much payout difference. These two are much further ahead, so we're basically shoving through this opponent. This opponent has to call pretty tight. I think we just rip it there. And, yeah. Lots of folk waiting all in. Sorry, really has delays on. Yeah, man. Unfortunate result. All good. C'est la vie. Quelque temps. Defend with queen 9, check folds. Queen 10 suited, we're all in. Seven nine Queen Jack. 179 to hit so that we just get the ladder here. So many outs. No. So now we are in fourth. I think we can raise steel with Jack 10 here. It's got to be close, but works out, which is good. And we take it there too. Nice. It is going to be break time in a second. I'm going to come back. Oh, Matty Ice dropping the raid. What's up, the people from Matty Band's channel? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. We are four-handed in the 55 Masters, also in the 22 Carnival, but I'm going to play out this Masters and see if we can take it down and ninja our way to a win because we were shortest for a long time. If anyone on my channel hasn't checked out my brother Matt, he is Matt Staples on Twitch and YouTube. He's a Party Poker pro, been streaming alongside me for 10 years, and so make sure you check him out. Give him a follow. Thanks, man. What's up, Apocalypse Chat? So it's break time, actually. I'm going to take a break here, chat, for just a few minutes, and then I'll be back in a sec, okay? Let's stab on the turn with our gutter and cards that might be good. After a check, they probably don't have a queen either, so 6 or an 8 or a 4 is good there. Okay, 5-minute break. I'll be right back. Pokerstaples on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Stay with me. Hopefully we win. Good luck. We have almost no outs against that hand, sadly. Oh, no. We're docked down to 8 million, chat. We're in fourth. That changes how we have to play this final table significantly. But here we are. Okay, ace-4 suited is a good hand to put in some aggression with and bluff. Pending our opponents being capable of folding to bluffs, right? It's a good hand to choose. But if they don't fold, then we just don't bluff. You know what I mean? So what we just saw between these two opponents, not a lot of folding going on. Twilight of the Beer Gods, the legend. What's up, bro? Good to see you, Rob. Genkor opens. Based on that last hand, I'm going to play this as a flat. You know, typically I'd 3-bet here, but I'm going to play it as a flat. Chill. Okay. Brutal knockout for Matty Ice, but I believe it is brutal for Matty Ice. It is a ruthless, wasn't it? Check, check, king in the turn. We'll check again here. Here in Norway, we learn English as a second language, either French, Spanish, or German as a third. Word. I'm already thinking about third languages just because I'm having so much fun learning a second, you know? Bet of 400,000, we're going to call. Don't see much reason to raise with only one card to come. Still have the best hand often, but kind of want to keep the spot small. River Jack is not great. If they bet on the turn with the Jack, are they going to value bet the river? Well, we did just see them bet really, quote-unquote, thinly. So maybe. It's going to be a tough spot if they bet the river there for us. But it checks down. We beat Ace-Deuce. Again, Ace-Deuce betting, trying to get like Ace-5, Ace-7, Ace-8, Ace-9 to fold, I guess. Not a huge bunch of hands. I would probably check this one myself. And then bluff your other hands that check back flop. Oh mon dieu. Cold call, jam, call, kings. So there's a knockout, and Bispo's short, but not out. Het now on 16 million. We have a clear chip leader, and everything has changed. Bispo now on 8 blinds. If it goes raise, call, call, we would shove. If it goes raise, re-raise, we'd probably also shove to isolate the bounty. Ace-Queen is just such a strong hand, so if they have better than Ace-Queen, we're going to put ourselves at risk here and die. Not if they fold. That's different. Or is it really? Like, if they open, we want to 3-bet, I think. Three betting seems obvious. The thing that's really uncomfortable here, right, is if we make it 2.3 million and they 4-bet all in, we'd have to call, which would put us at risk with 8 left. I think I'm going to flat here, actually, in that I really don't want to do that, especially given the table makeup. That seems bad to get it in for 36 blinds pre right now. But we would definitely have to if we decided to 3-bet Ace-Queen. Like, it's a strong hand. They check, we check. Tough to get a bunch of value and not protecting against too much, especially with the Queen of Diamonds. Just check, check. What's up, D2 squared? Check, check again is fine. Flush. If they check, we bet for sure. If they bet, probably just call. Yeah, just call. 4 diamonds is also a better hand, so we have the 4th nuts of flushes, and then there's also full houses, so yeah, let's just call. They do have the ace of diamonds. Ayah. Okay. Bispo is all in. I would love to limp along. Just the chances of seeing a flop are so low. Don't think we can compete for that 273. Tafo's almost assuredly going to fold unless they pick up the nuts because they want the ladder. What's up, Groom Champion? Good to see you in the house, man. Oh, Tafo calls. Oh, they're going for the bounty. They think the bounty's worth it for gambling here. But if Bispo wins and Tafo gets last, then they're going to miss the ladder. I guess the 273 is more valuable than the ladder. It's pretty interesting. Het's all in. Total Billy calls. Wow. So we have the 3 shortest stacks all in against the chip leader here. Oh. What's up? We're back. Thanks for hanging out. Just got a bite of pizza for lunch. Hence the late return. But we're on the last game we're going to stream today. We still have the 22 Carnival, but we're a long ways off, 430 left. So I'm just going to stream this out till a victor. It's totally doable for us here to go the distance. 3 of 4, 278 cash. First place is $911. A double up is the leader. So, you know, everyone's pretty close. But Jack 5 is not going to be the one. It's going to be a fold against a big raise, and that's big enough. Against a small raise, like maybe we have an argument. Ace 3 is pretty good. Reshove, probably, against both opponents. If they min-raise, we'll reshove. Folds to us, I think just shove is good. Take it down, 500,000. Ace 8, suited. Shove again. I don't think we really want to raise call this. We'll just open shove. Thanks again, Matt, for the raid, by the way. 574. Full D5. Hope you're doing well, Jamie. Been a while. Just finished watching the wrestling, which was a good time for the UK for once, as it's in Italy. On the way. Nice, man. A friend of the stream, Rob, who was in here just a little bit earlier, Twilight of the Beer Gods, dressed up as a wrestler for a stag do just the other day. Ace 10, King 4, that's it. We're down to three-handed now. KP is out, 386 cash. Next page jump to 573, and then 911 for the win. The two of us are pretty close together, and then Valio is the clear leader, so let's maneuver. 6-9 is okay. Against a 3x, it's pretty annoying, but they walk us, which is good news. Pick up a few more chips. Ace 3. I think limp jam here. You can open jam properly, but I think limp jam is better, especially given that we've shoved twice. They're going to assume our limping range is quite weak and probably attack it often. Against the shove, though, it's a fold. We just call like a less than all in there. Queen Jack, we don't want to raise fold this hand. So we're not shoving that much on this stack depth. This is like one of the hands we will. Cool. 618. Check. No need to bluff 9-3 suited. 9-3 offsuit, we could consider it, but not with this hand. It's... Against a bet, it's a clear fold. Against a check, you can make arguments. Don't really want to shove. Antes are small, given that we're only three-handed, so Jack 10 reshove. Offsuit is a little wide. We get a shove from Very Sweet. Call. Call it, Valio. Call it. No. They're up to 800. Okay. 8-3 is a fold. Nice to play like a non-bounty three-handed, just shred it, you know? It's fun. It is fun, chat. Poker is fun. I'd like to win $900. But we have a lot of work to do. Deuce 9 is a fold. Maybe there's a limp. You never know. Against a limp, we could raise bluff. Min raise makes it a fold. Shove. Shove. 8-5 small blind fold. 8-6 we limp. 7-5 we limp. Raise. Raise. Nice. We like that. Call. They fold, and now they're tied. Now they're tied, and we're the shortest stack. 6-3 suited is a hand we can call a raise with, but we get a walk. 5-7 suited, we'd limp fold here. Definitely not a shove, not a hand we want to raise fold. Just limp fold to the all-in is fine. 7-5 suited, close but a fold. On the stack depth as well, I think. Raise. Jam, call. Limp call, okay. To the flop, 258 in the middle. Good hand. We get a walk though. 6-5 limp. Just started playing poker. What's up, Mr. Steal Ya Milk? Good to see you here, man. I have any tips to get started building a bankroll? I can play poker myself, 500 right now. I'm mostly interested in online MTT play. I think really just mix it up. Start getting in the small tournaments, the $1, the $2, maybe the occasional $5, and try them out, you know? See how you get on. I think one of the difficult things about poker is you don't know what you don't know yet. There's so much to learn and so many different topics of strategy to develop that when you're brand new to it, you don't really know how to progress until you get a little bit of experience. So I think just try it out, see what you're seeing, and when you have specific questions, like ask me, ask other people. Search for your answers online. There's tons of great resources for learning. Some free, some paid. So yeah. And all the best, man. I saw that you followed yesterday, and I was like, that's a cool name. Mr. Steal Ya Milk. So all the best with your journey, man. A6 jam. A6 offsuit with 13 blinds. Yep. 12.9. 10-5 is bad. I've got Blue Skies in my head because my mom sent me that song this week. Blue sky, da 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 da, bum. We're off on pitch. We're just going to leave it there. Let's pretend that never happened. This is a nice battle, dude. Everyone is just delicately plodding their way around on their stack. Everyone's playing good defense. And hopefully a little offense is a breakthrough for us. There it is. Blue skies. Da 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 ba ba. Ba da da da. 10 deuce, no. Get walked, which is sweet because that's happening quite a bit. Limp fold with 10-5 suited here. Not a hand we can stack off with. A hand we want to play against like a 3x raise here. We'd fold. But they check back. Queen 10-6, start with a check. Second pair, bad kicker. We like our hand, but there's not a lot of reason to bet. We will bet the turn, though. Bet with two pair. And we take it down. All right. Nice to win a pot, chat. Deuce 4. We're getting a bunch of garbage here in the last few orbits, but you know, we won a pot, so we're all right. Value wins a pot. That's good. We love the chip leader to just vacuum up chips, not against us, but against Barry Sweet, right? Just get someone short with us. 10-8. Now, they've been pretty passive in the small blind, but like 10-8 is a hand we'd play. We get another walk, which is chill. Sevens. Reshove or... Yeah, reshove. For 719,000 with 7-7. If we win this all in, we take the lead. We've got a flip for it, chat, and it's not looking good. GG in third place. Really good maneuver, though. I mean, we were 9 of 9 at one point to get to third place. Is pretty nice. Gave ourselves a 50-50 shot of taking the lead there. We'll take it. Successful day on the grind. Thank you all so much for supporting. It's been the first Sunday grind in a long time, so appreciate anyone that made their way to the stream. It means a lot. I'll definitely be back next Sunday. I think I'll probably get another stream in as well this week. But you can check me out next Sunday. We're going to play the same schedule again. And yeah, I love and appreciate you all. Thank you so much for your time. All the best today. And